Hello, dreamers. Welcome in. How are you all doing tonight? I hope you've had a wonderful evening so far. I know we've got a few viewers coming up. Nova, thank you very much. How are you tonight? Thank you. Oh my God. Whoa, we got Nova. Hello, Nova, Azrael. Anyone else who's popping in? And before I forget my manners, welcome to everyone coming in from Sin Stream. Sin just started a friend lock for Pokemon Gen 5 tonight. And unfortunately, I am the first casualty. Sag. Can I get an F in the chat, please? Can I get an F in the chat, please, for poor little Azzy? He was such a good little Azurill. He tried his best. Anyway, good to see y'all tonight. Make yourself comfortable, relax, recharge. It's your chance to drift away. We're gonna have some fun tonight. Might play a game in a little bit. Oh, hello. Oh my God, Plague Daddy too. Welcome in, welcome in. Hello, everyone. I know since we got the first raid and now the second raid, I am Mihai Zetta. I am the Dream Dragon. I am your guide to a world of your imagination, a world between worlds, a world of crystalline beauty of every color. Whoa! And also biddies. Thank you very much. Oh my God, hi guys. And Plague Daddy, I will give you a shout out in just a second, just because I know right now I'm waiting for the cooldown of the last one. But make yourselves comfortable, everyone. It is so good to see you all. Rest, recharge, and just know that, oh, thank you, yee. And know that for as long as you want to stay here, it'll only cost you a memory. But isn't this a nice start to the weekend? Well, aside from the whole, oofing of Azzy, our little Azurill in Pokemon. Oh, poor little guy. Biddies for the movies. Oh my God, now we're getting unhinged. I love it. And let me see if can I get you Plague Daddy yet? How was your stream? I was going to say, was it you and I didn't see Chaya live. Were you both going? Not announced. That's the wrong command. Oh my God. But hello, everyone. I promise I will get to everyone. I'm coming in hot today, so. No. It's my use. There we go. Bro, come on. There we go. So thank you all. Thank you all. And I think I saw a redeem in there, like, Tukes, good morning. Why are you up so early? It's a Saturday. Hi, hello, Daydreamer. Away you go into the skies. Round you go. Fly, fly, little fox. On a break till next month. Gotcha, Chaya. I think that's right. I think I remember you mentioning that. I just forgot off the top of my head. But yes, rest, relax, enjoy yourself. We'll have some fun. Y'all got any fun plans for the weekend? Yeet. And hi, Sid. How you be tonight? And for anyone who might not be following Sin's stuff yet, he'll be doing his Nuzlocke for pretty much all summer. So make sure to stop in tomorrow, and then he'll be doing it Fridays and Saturdays. As far as I know, as long as the campaign takes. So if you want to see a good crew who's all stepping into the various Pokemon, and man, a lot of fan art on day one. So we had some fun together. We had some fun. Yeet! Suffered, got stuck with a punishment. Oh no! 50 sit-ups, 20 push-ups, spoonful of bulldog. Oh. Bruh. Bulldog. Oh no! Not bulldog sauce. Oh God, I feel the pain of that right now. We were actually talking about hot sauce, and so someone who enjoys popcorn with hot sauce, which, as we all came to the thing of just as long as it is freshly put on the popcorn, so it's still fairly firm texture-wise for the popcorn, which actually sounded like kind of an interesting thing, especially if you get the very savory hot sauces. I mean, Bulldog can be good though, but at least depending on one's heat tolerance, it sounds like pain. So I know there's definitely some of us, like there's the joke of quote-unquote ordering something that is white person spicy versus actually spicy. There is not even judging some people where it's just, the heat, it hurts. listening to the music of Devil May Cry Season 2. Listen to the soundtrack, and it's just Dante going, lonely, lonely, I get so lonely, Russian, 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 da Russian lyrics of this song. So on and so forth. Seasoned salt with paprika. Ooh, you like paprika as a spice. Okay. I'm trying to remember. I feel like it's a very German thing to like seasoning things with paprika. Sounds tasty. I mean, paprika can be very nice, especially if it's a fresh one. So it's got this nice savory kind of flavor to it. Check redeems. Wait, Tuxel, did you step away? I got you. You went flying. Or did I miss something else? Did you claim another redeem? Let's see. You went to fly. You know what? Okay, fair enough. Tuxel's done a lot of art for the channel. You get your second uppy. Around you go. Around you fly. Did not just sing that meme. I might have Yeva as an earworm. I forget the name of the band all of a sudden, just off the top of my head, but no, I unironically enjoy that song. Not talking about you, yeet. Talking to Miracle. Oh no, who did I miss? Miracle. Where do we have here? Where are my redeems? Who else did I get? There's Ares, there's Azrael. One sec. What else did I miss? Greetings, how you be? Half a year already. Holy heck, it has been that long already. Let's see, we got our check-ins. We got Red Velvet Cheesecake. Thank you for the follow. And Patch, also thank you. And Nin, also which all great artists and streamers alike. We were having some fun. So it's been fun tonight. It's been fun. Let me see. No. Talking to Miracle. Oh, I see what you mean. I'm looking through all my redeems going, wait, I feel like I'm missing something. All you want to do is see me turn into a giant dragon, All you want to be is someone who gets to see a giant dragon. All you want to do is see me turn into a giant dragon, All you want to be is someone who gets to see a giant dragon. Man, be the change you wish to see in the world. Which Eris has actually been doing a lot of really cool art recently. And her VGen is open as well. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Asking for uppies. Oh, Miracle. Did you... Okay, let me see in there. I apologize. Trying to get my requests in order. There we are. You're even just talking about this going, ooh, when you have one too many things going on stream. Miracle, I don't see you for uppies. Did you redeem them? Blue Rose, I see. Where are you in there? Yeah, I see Blue Rose, just got it. And hello, Parker. Doing all right, just finished up a Nuzlocke. DMs, give me a sec. I will take a look at that. Let me... Where did Blue Rose go? There you are, Blue Rose. Around you go. When my NDA is Gucci. Ooh, after your big Nice. We always love to see a project so successful it's got an NDA attached to it. Most projects have NDAs attached to it. Some people like to abuse NDAs, but we don't talk about that part of the entertainment industry. Smiles being wide. Can't redeem uppies on a permanent cooldown. Oh dear. Awkward timing. And hello, PPJ. Welcome. Yeet. Enmar. Hi. Welcome back. How you be? Rest your weary heads. Rest your bone head. And your bones. Possibly your bone too, but that might be getting to be a bit much this early in the night. Might have to move it over to Fansly if we have that part. Yeet. And who? Oh, JD. Oh, hi. It's been a moment. Where are you in there? JD, where are you? What is your little one? There you are, JD. Hi. Whee! Totally not waiting for Dirk to be available. I will try to. I know I'm coming in hot tonight, so right now, just keeping up with all the redeems as they're coming in, and yeah, getting bearings. So, glad to provide a nice place for you all to rest, coming in from the various streams. Saving secretly stuff for fans.
Good boy.
Mm-hmm. As you should. Yeet. What is going on? What do we have here? Got you. Your chat is... So, you know what? That's the kind of chat you like having, Blue Rose. Nova. Wrong Rose. Nova Rose. Need a drink after that friend lock? Well, of course. Treat yourself to a little dream juice. I might have. Since today is officially your birthday, it means you get to drink the mead a friend bought you. Well, Wing Zero, where are you? Where did you go down here? There you are. Happy birthday, Wing Zero. Happy birthday, Wing Zero. Happy birthday, Wing Zero. Happy birthday to you. Yeet. I will say, realizing that's catnap. Okay, fair enough. A little... Catnap. Fair enough. That's a little bit much. As long as it's in good fun. You know, if they're drawing fan art of it, 9 times out of 10, it's like, you know, it's good. And yes, Noxus, so the music I normally have is by a collective known as Walking Dog. It's run by Vince Wolf, who is another streamer. And Walking Dog is great, as they do a lot of... They're a bunch of musicians who all do royalty-free, either game-inspired or original work. And they're a really good group, good quality music, really good lo-fi stuff. I've been looking to diversify the music because now I've been using their stuff for a while. I think they actually released a new album not too long ago. But they've been a very good old reliable because it just has a good vibe to it. Bonk the bongos to wait patiently to be up. There we go. Okay. Yep, I see them all coming in. Thank you all for being patient. That's the one that I need to get myself a sound cue of, just because I don't have one yet. Max, where are you at? Max? There's that little Lynx. The little big Lynx. Help you with your art block. Around ye go. Around. That's an oh no, a mental check, please. Yeah, Catnap is a messed up. So, I've not played any Poppy Playtime, but I've kept up at least with the lore through... Well, I've seen all of it right now. I don't think I'll be playing it just because it's been going on so long. And to be honest, Chapter 5 kind of went off the rails. But, finally, 5 streams. Nice. Sound like a little jiggling bell. That actually I might do. Because I was trying to think about what I wanted to do for that. Rest well, JD. Have a good night. And see you soon. Yeet. And Zora, may you have a beautiful night. May you have sweet dreams. And as you drift away into the peaceful abyss of your mind, may you be able to rest. And may your mind give way to the most beautiful, vivid scenes of your imagination. So, may your journey back to the waking world be pleasant. And until you return to the Zetaplex, good night. And JD, may you have a beautiful night. May you be able to drift away into the peaceful abyss of your mind. May that darkness bring you rest and the ability to recharge, to explore. May you be at ease. And so until you return to this world, good night. Peachy has a bell. Okay. Because is it the same? I'm curious if it's the same bell. For anyone who's not sure what we're talking about, Blue Rose is mentioning Peachy Dragon Dow, who is a chill late night streamer. Yeah, is it the same bell that he's got for yeeting all of his peaches? Or is it a different sound cue? PC, yes. PC. Got it. Nailed it. All of a sudden, that's just his scuff version. PC, just... Hey everyone, welcome in. Come on in. Just make sure your peaches are clean. You're welcome. Chillax. Relax. Mac's all cool. I'm scuffed outside of the school. You're 11-foot tall peach dragon man. Something, so on and so forth. All in good fun. And I still also, I know, Nova, how you did send me the animated. I still need to watch. Been a bit of a busy week. So, time to catch up on everything. Think it's a different one. Okay, I gotta listen in next time. Always kind of keeping an ear out for everyone who is streaming and just, you know, people's... It's nice to listen in to everyone. Kind of hear someone else for some different energy as you're relaxing. Still can't spell, think it's a different one. As I'm looking over the art going, oh god, let me make sure I actually updated the art folder correctly. Sometimes I'll be downloading something that goes, oh yeah, do you want to download another piece in the art folder? No, not that art folder, not that art folder. No, wrong tag. But I know, I was trying to think about what game maybe to play later tonight. I've been stockpiling a few. Maybe even just chill. I'm just here to help you all drift away, to relax, to enjoy your night, and just settle in for whatever it is brings you peace. Scooby-Doo Skeleton Runner. Uh-oh. Can we ban the .web files? Like WebP, you mean? Oh, that's right. Tuxel mentioned, is it Game Oververse? Was that released tonight? Let me see right now. Glitch, have you been cooking? Glitch. Let's see. Open up to my home. Ah, yes, a new pilot. So we do have something we can watch. Thank you, fan. Yay. We do have something we can watch if you want. Premiered 8 years ago. Oh my god. Before Glitch was even a thing. So y'all enjoyed Game Oververse for the few of you who have seen the pilot. Interesting. Got 2 million views in 7 hours, so that is not bad. Yeah, compatible. So, you know, it's kind of interesting. WebP and just WebP and WebM files. It's interesting how there's a lot of benefit to using them. They're efficient. There's lossless versions of them. And in theory, they should be good files, but the compatibility is such a mess that, well, you know, compatibility is always an issue. And I think some of it is just you have so many different programs that haven't gotten with the page. Like, let's take a look at everyone's favorite paid software, Adobe. The whole Adobe Creative Suite and Adobe Premiere, where they don't support AV1. I forget if they support X265, but it doesn't support a lot of modern video formats. So if you want to use it, you have to go all the way back to H.264, which is a standard codec, and it's also the video format that Twitch uses. So you've had all this progression of files, that more efficient codecs for streaming, so you can be able to send things with smaller file sizes, need less upload capability with your bandwidth. But just because these haven't caught on, more so programs that have just not adapted to use it, like AV1 as a video codec. And I cite this because it happens to be a really efficient video codec. So it can save a lot of spaces that, let's see, where are you, Miracle? I just saw your redeem. Where be you? I thought I saw you around here. Doko desu ka? Vague Fortune, lovely Mika. There's Parker again. There you are, Miracle. Up and around you go. But so, there's some programs that have adapted to things like that. Like, looking at DaVinci Resolve. they've used these modern video files. And I will say, at least with WebP, there are some programs where I've used them just fine. So they're being adopted. Just the compatibility is still weird. And you know, a lot of technology is like that. Mind you, I have the luxury of living in a world where just click, anything I want can become reality. But it is a little harder. I was thinking of USB-C in particular, which, the USB consortium, good God. The ways in which they have made this the worst, most inconsistent thing, that you're supposed to have one plug that works with a port, and all right, this is great. The cable's reversible. It doesn't matter, A side, B side, you can flip them one way or another, perfectly symmetrical. But then you have USB 2.0 speed USB-C, you have USB 3.0 USB-C, you have USB 3.1, you have USB 3.2 Gen 1, USB 3.2 Gen 2, you have USB 3.2 by 20 for 20 gigabit per second, you have USB 4 at 40 gigabit per second, all using the same connector. And it's a complete mess. And, you know, Apple... Y'all are getting rant me right now. But Apple's a whole nother thing, because they want to use their own proprietary connector and charge a buttload to be able to use these specialty cables. How the EU had to force them to adopt USB-C, but even their own implementation is this fucky weird proprietary version of USB-C to make you buy all their own products, so that once you buy anything Apple related, nothing's going to work right unless it's all in the Apple ecosystem. Apple Watch? Pfft, no, forget it. You're never going to use the stupid thing. It is... We certainly live in a society. We exist within a world. Golly, I feel like we need some happier conversations beside just all ranting about technology. How we love our Apple overlords there watching us. Well, at least I will give them credit, is that they're one of the few who does at least try to provide some encryption and privacy to their users. But it is a challenge because bat. You all get little bats. She is such a good girl. She is sweet. Speak about other stuff, plague doctors. Ah, yes, oiled up plague doctors. Chat, what are your thoughts on oiled up plague doctors? Feel free to answer. You won't be judged for your answer. I mean, you will be judged, but you know what? Not in a negative context. More like a, I see, peak, of course. Pick an animal. Uh-oh. Max, are you starting to get that little kindling going for some more art crimes? An animal, eh? Let me think. Just because it was on my mind earlier. How about an opossum? I'm curious to see what you do with one of those cute little garbage rats as they are. Just going around, chillaxing, just in the night, shiny eyes, doing opossum things. Mama Possum gonna bite the head off of anyone that comes near her babies. Just going around. Does that work? You know, at this point, you'll draw them if they're... Well, we do have many Plague Doctor enjoyers. Did do an art crime, but it's nothing interesting. I mean, I did see what you posted earlier, Nia-chan, which it's kind of funny. It actually lines up with something I'd seen earlier today when you were mentioning your man. The appreciation of the thick men. Men, women, all varieties. Just appreciate. Appreciate beauty. Appreciate vibes. Few Plague Doctor masks from a long while ago. Ooh, a collection. Nice-oo. Anytime you hear possum, you think of Moxie, or the giant dancing possum on TikTok. Interesting, I gotta look up that one. And Purple Potato, may you have a beautiful night. May you have sweet dreams. And as you drift away into the peaceful abyss of your mind, may you be at ease. And maybe... And may you be able to escape into the most wonderful, colorful sights that your mind can conjure up. And so as you explore that strange and beautiful world, when you are ready to return to the hours of waking, may your journey be calm and pleasant. And until you return to this world, good night. Gonna draw for a bit? Good. I love seeing that y'all do your work. I know I've said it many times. I like to show off a bit of the fan art here on stream, and then all your original work I know we got in the Discord, so make some work. Share some work. Be proud of your work. And just create. Bring some more dreams to life. That's the most beautiful thing to me, is just to see creation, to see things that start in your mind, put to paper, put to music, whatever it might happen to be, just make it real. The world could use some more dreams brought to life. Arted out for the day, fair enough, fair enough. Of course, do make sure to rest, because you don't want to end up burning out. Found the video and sent ice. Okay. Fell asleep at your desk drawing, never got into bed, mood. That is such an artist mood. Just falling asleep, it's like, what happened? What happened? I'm tired. Did something happen? Where am I? Oh, I was doing art. Let's see. Make sure that's all set, and oop, there we go. Get back to your other outfits. I know, you're working on a new character sheet. And hello, Carmen. Welcome in. How dare you not being in for a while? How dare you? You're Gucci. Never any obligation. Just enjoy yourselves. Relax. This is a place to slap a collar on me and call me good boy. I'm sorry, what? What did I say? Why sleep in bed when floor is closer? I mean, mood. Okay. Show of hands. Have any of y'all ever been so tired you just fall asleep on the floor? Carpet, hard floor, good boy, whatever it is. Thank you, fam. Whatever it is, have you ever just been so tired that for some reason the floor seems even comfier than a cushioned surface? I see a few in there. Because I feel like the happy medium is if you've almost got like a futon kind of setup where you've got bed on the floor, whether it's very low to the ground or even just straight mattress on floor. Fact about an opossum, they have 50 teeth, more teeth than any other land mammal in North America. Oh, cute little teeth. Just snarl at you like, but they don't want you to come close. Opossums I feel like opossums are very cute in a skrunkly way. They're the kind of animal that, they do their thing, and they're out in nature, don't try and tame one. They will certainly spook you when you either see the tail, or you just see the reflection of the back of their eyes. Just shining back at you, usually a demonic red from the tapetum that they have in their eyes. And just kind of moseying along, just little furry thing, long snoot. Gnarly smile. And they're just cute. I just think they're neat. Physically incapable of sleeping on anything other than a bed or couch, fair enough. Even better if it's a sunspot. Also, by the way, Kana, your thing should be on the way. So, just wanted to give you an update about that. You should see an update hopefully by tomorrow. I think it should. I'll keep an eye on that. Have a possum best friend so you know how it feels? Yes. There's so many mammals where it's just, okay, they're not pets. They stay out in nature, doing their own thing. But they're just kind of fun to see. Either that or you see raccoons where they might just kind of be running about, getting into what trouble they do. Sometimes even just chittering in the night. POV, kid, you sleeping at a wedding. Oh no. Suddenly fall. Oh, God forbid if it's like a Catholic wedding where you have a full mass and sermon before you actually get to the whole wedding part, and it's just, okay, come on. Can we speed this up right now? Terrifying as heck. Are we talking about like opossums, or are we talking about... I was gonna say, we're talking about like opossums, or are we talking about raccoons? Because, you know, a lot of these is just cute mammals. Just kind of, you know, let them be. Let them do their thing. You with snacks. I know. You get either the adorable snack, the little danger noodle where just beady eyes, little snoot, and a little tongue that goes... Raccoons want to be domesticated, so... Yeah, all of a sudden it's just, they smell something tasty, they just bring up their little claws, they're just like, attention, please, can I get here? Me? Can I get in? Can I get some of that? They beg like dogs. Just little dogs are just like, I want the thing, can I have the thing, please, can I have the thing? A fruit? Yee, mine. The big oh yeah, that's right. So around Tuxel's area, there's a very scary danger noodle that got released. Someone somehow released a cobra, which so yeah, cobra. That's not very bueno. You don't want to get a kiss from a cobra. The cobra give you a kiss, you're gonna be regretting this. You're gonna be regretting your life. Used to feed raccoons leftover pizza. Yeah, they love you. So the danger noodle has not been come back, still flashing his nude or her nude all over the city. Purple potato got a snack. Bat. Another animal where you just see, a bat with fruit. Big noodle want hug. Big noodle just want to hug you with their teeth. Don't worry, it only hurts for a little bit until they inject all that venom in you. Then you're fine. Don't worry about it. And yes, so possums, where they are scrunkly. They are cute in a funky, unnerving, they're not cute when they leer at you sort of way. Just lurking, causing some chaos because schools are closed. And your cat's companion, another Nova. Perfect. That's the best way to be. Just chill out, relax. There's nothing to worry about in this world. Aside from getting a kiss from a danger noodle. But, you know, probably won't happen too much. Are dragons reptilian? Yes. Although some of us kind of split the difference into something else. Because there are certain qualities that are signature of the more reptilian dragons. And then there are certain, some of us, and thank you for the follow, Mucky T, welcome in. There's some of us that are built a little differently. So, think about the dragons who have fur as opposed to being all scales. Or even one that many dragons will be very eager to point out as going, a lot of us don't have cloacas, so don't get the wrong idea. The anatomy is different, not totally reptilian. You wouldn't download a Mihai, would you? So it's like reptilian asterisk. We're all over the place. I don't want to speak for all dragons, because even there's so many dragons I don't know. I'm in my own corner of existence. So, I am my own thing. And I know, like, how there's Dutch angel dragons, and you have your classic high fantasy dragons, drakes. Water dragons be amphibious. I think there's a good argument. I think there's a good argument for that. I guess depending on if they are that versus, like, dragons that are close to gators and crocodiles. Bat. I miss Bat. Bat. Jay. Bat. Doing it so you can get sleep reminders. Been on coffee the whole week. Woohoo. And I'm guessing you're probably one of those people where coffee will actually wire you. You have people that can go one of two ways. Your typically wired people where coffee will keep them awake. And then your ADHD types where coffee will usually act as a relaxer because the caffeine, for whatever reason, will react to the opposite way it does in a quote-unquote neurotypical mind. So suddenly you have caffeine, you're just like, I'm chill, I'm vibing, everything is Gucci right now. Worms, lower dragons, they're just dragons with less limb. I guess that's the thing is, you're getting into like classical hierarchy of higher dragons and lower dragons by these defining characteristics. Like even drakes would be believed to be lesser than your quote-unquote high dragons because they don't have wings and are often believed to not have magic that's as well developed, or in some cases more animalistic. We're all over the dang place. Hashtag not all dragons. We are all over the place in terms of our makeup. We're like an entire parallel thing just outside common understanding. But a lot of reptilian traits, I mean, you know, a little bit scaly. See these scales just shimmer like metallic gems. Or like hold on. Let me try that again. Just shimmering like metallic reflection. Like gems in light. There we go. I'm like metallic gems. Wait, what? What are those? Also, oh my god. I just saw that, Eris. That is it. Buddy. All right. Save this for everyone to check out. Let me just squish. Save that. Save that. Put that in the right folder. There we go. Wyvern, and that's even another thing. Like at least with wyverns, how they, a lot of it coming down to just the biology that I know. Wyverns are bipeds, so they're their own thing versus drakes, which are usually quadrupeds without wings. Your high fantasy dragons with wings. Your more anthropomorphic ones of every shape and variety. I think the slideshow broke. Did it? Bad. Let me see. What do we got here? I will replace that with that. And so for what Eris was working on. Squish. Just little grab. Just pull. Like an auntie, just pulling at the cheeks. Auntie, just checking, make sure, have you been eating? Have you been eating? Oh, you've got so much extra skin on your face. No, we need to go to the buffet and you need to get more. You're nothing but skin and bones, child. We need to fill out this face. Oh my god. Let me even refresh the fan art folder. Let's see, I think, because when was the last time I did that? Oh. Can't believe you. Who did that? Who did that? Oh, it was... Have fun, Aries. Yeah, I think the randomization might be a little bit funky because there's no way to stop it from repeating too many of them. So I might make it back to just, I might switch it back to just be a linear rotation. Because I do like changing it to be where, the newest added things. Hey, Twyla, what's going on tonight? Make yourself comfortable. Just doing a little Afterlife after party. Was joining Sin for a Pokemon Friends Lock stream. And having a good time aside from the fact that I died. Oops. So, right now we are celebrating the life of the little Azurill Azzy. May he be able to grow into a great Meryl spirit to protect over everyone. He gave up protecting his friends. And also, I forget the fire Pokemon that you ended up getting, but at least, managed to whittle down enough of his health to be able to get a new friend. Yeet. drew me... I mean, I do try to be nice whenever it comes to physical contact. Making sure to respect boundaries and things like that. But all in good fun. All in good fun. So, the thing with Nuzlockes, given I've not done one yet, but at least my understanding, of course, anyone, Sin, or anyone else who might be listening, and correct me if I get anything wrong, the main point of it is that you are allowed one Pokemon of whatever type, and when that Pokemon, if that Pokemon is KO'd, they're basically dead. You cannot revive them. You cannot use them again. And so the challenge is that you need to use the Pokemon that you're able to obtain along the way and see if you can make it through with the permadeath, with permadeath as a new game mechanic. And there are some other factors as well, such as, in this case, only a certain number of Pokemon could be accumulated, so you could only have a team size that matched whatever gym leader you were going to go up against. And so adding in some rules just to impact the way you play, and there are some other ones, such as in the case of Sins, to stop from too much grinding, because with Pokemon, and just a lot of RPGs in general, they're just designed so, all right, 9,000 random battles, gotta do all this little bit, gotta get all these little bits of experience. And you also, because you already want to play very conservatively, because, you know, the permadeath part, some will modify it so you can be able to level up certain characters, because otherwise you are just spending all this time through just small, grindy matches. It's kind of interesting how the mechanics work.
Mihai, get the banana! Oh, potassium!
And then you get beamed by a banana. Oh!
Good boy.
Oh, the bananas. Who doesn't love a little potassium every now and then? Oh! Anyway, drink your battery acid, kids! Legally, I'm not allowed to tell anyone to drink battery acid. It's all from me. Oh, queen. So, Deltarune tomorrow? Not really. I am very excited when we finally do get Deltarune tomorrow today. But not yet. Not yet. Still waiting on it. That little white dog has not revealed when this next chapter will be ours. Bat. Nothing like a bat to break up everything. Oh? What about oh? Oh, bat? Oh, Nuzlocke? Sorry, not oh, no. Lord is dropping. Oh, my. Oh. Okay. This is... So, Lorelei is the king. And as... I'm trying to remember, Gen 5... Name of Gen 5... Let me remind myself, because I forget the little dude's name. Who is little dude? Start. Snivy. So we are grass type. Lorelei is playing grass type Snivy. Oop, that's the wrong folder. Let me grab that. Too many folders. You try to keep something organized, and then all of a sudden it just explodes out of control. Eris? No, actually don't need that, but did I get... There it is. So, she's playing a Snivy, the king, and I was an Azurill. And she wanted to suggest naming him Water... She wanted to suggest calling him Waterboy. And then him growing up into Pool Man. So the king laments the loss of her sweet, sweet, good little Azuril just watching over. Who will clean my pool now? Sag. F's in the chat for Azzy. Azriel the Azuril. Good little guy. We tried. Him battling his 75 sisters. Now 76 sisters and one brother. We ran into so many. Oh my. May he live on. May he be rebirthed. And not like Roblox rebirth, but like, you know, Circle of Life rebirth. Pool boy down. F's in the chat for the little guy. There was so much fan art that came out of that stream. Just everyone. Top 10 anime. Oh my god. Man. Best anime. Best anime ever. And hello, Calypsy. How you be tonight? How you be? All going well? ASMR stream's been going well? I was gonna say, I was lurking... What was the last one I was lurking in? And hello, Void. Come on in. Come on in. We're just chillaxing after joining a friends lock. I keep wanting to say Nuzlocke and go, am I okay to say Nuzlocke? Friends lock? There's a deal I can't refuse. Devastated, your old nail polish is expiring. Ooh. Well, F's in the chat. Time to get some fresh stuff then. Bat. Or is it your old nail polish? Because, I mean, if your polish is expiring, I'm going to have to go to Poland to renew it. Just get some authentic polish. Just all of a sudden bring back some Veselna Kibasa and, I was gonna say, I think they enjoy kvass there too. I think kvass is both Poland and going out to Russia. Polish classic. Get yourself some kielbasa, sauerkraut, and then just good bread with good mustard. Boom. It is expensive nail polish. I was sparkling. Oh no. Oh no. And I'm guessing it's stuff that probably, and it's probably like classic nail polish, so you don't even have the benefit of it being gel or something else that you could kind of shake back to life. Heck. I see. Not the sparkly stuff. Well, I'll tell you what. I know normally I wouldn't put a break in the stream this early, but I'm a little sniffly. Just dealing with some allergies right now. I guess some dust has gotten into this place. So, if you wouldn't mind, give me just about 5 minutes. Just kind of clear the sinuses a little bit. Cool? But, hang tight. I will be back shortly. If you need to get a drink, now's a good time. But 5 minutes, we'll be back about 21 past the hour. Cool? All right. Grab a drink, have a nice pee-pee break. I will see you all shortly. And I will claim that stretch afterward, because I know y'all want to hear that. Smells big and wide. See you in a few. Oh. Guess I'll be taking my collar with me. See y'all in a sec. There we go. All right. Ugh, get my collar back on. Yeah, just all of a sudden was a little sniffling like, oh, that's not good, that's not good. Even in a world like this, sometimes the allergies happen. Anyway, I got a reminder to stretch, so didn't actually use my break to stretch because for some reason you don't like hearing when I stretch. Stretch your tail, stretch your left leg, stretch your right leg, stretch your third leg, fourth leg. There we go. Loosen up. Sneeze like a shotgun. Oof. Just although buckshot or slug. Which I assume you mean you also recoil whenever you do sneeze. Fourth leg, my tail. You know, can use it to balance. You see a little chibi version of me that's down in the description. So, smiles me and wide. You know, get balance on that. Balance on your first leg, second leg, third leg, fourth leg. You got the strength to do it, right? Anyway. Thank you. I needed that. Thank you, Void. Third leg has some gains, right? I'm usually that one. Much as guys would like to say otherwise, tends to usually be the shortest of the four. But can still be quite strong. Just gotta make sure to train it. Tail ups. Heard that growl? Yes. I'm just stretching. I'm just relaxing. Also, what is that? There we go. For some reason I was getting a period instead of a comma. What was that for? So yes, make sure to strength train. Strength and endurance. There we are. Anyway, I think that's our sussy point of the night. Just give you dreams of doing sit-ups with your tail. Just using your tail, or tail push-ups. Just use your entire body weight and just like a spring. As we were mentioning Deltarune tomorrow earlier, Swatch tomorrow me Roblox face. What? Swatch tomorrow. Wait, hold on. Do we actually have Deltarune? Is it actually Deltarune tomorrow? Is it actually Deltarune tomorrow? Hold on. Let me see right now. Deltarune. I can't spell all of a sudden. Exactly. Just like a kangaroo. Deltarune by Toby Fox. I almost misread that as Deltarune by Roblox. That would be cursed. Deltarune. Sell beds in your dream? You're welcome. Only the finest, like you're sleeping on a cloud. IRL, the thing I'd say is probably nicest would be latex. If you've ever slept on a latex mattress, I will tell you, it can be very, very comfortable. Just seeing more art drop. Yes, so latex is actually a really nice material for anyone looking to get a good night's sleep, especially if you're a hot sleeper. So, it's not at all. Anything that is a natural latex, it's not like what you're thinking of with, say, you know, just to reference it, latex clothing. A latex mattress is very good for heat dissipation, has a very nice squish to it, and it's because of how well heat can dissipate through them. It's, well, long story, I want to say they're also hypoallergenic, but they're also really good for anyone who might, well, just hot sleepers. So Purple Mattress, I think they're a synthetic material. you usually got to find kind of a hippie type place where they're offering latex mattresses. But so for an example, if you've ever heard of a company called Avocado, they specialize in latex mattresses. And there's a few out there, but it's a good alternative, especially for a lot of the stuff that's out there that tends to be made cheap. Like, everyone is trying to sell memory foam as the ticket for mattresses. And let me tell you, as a Durg who sleeps very hot, the things are shit. They will hold all the heat in, and it just, it'll cook you. Because the heat, it just, nothing breathes. It's all artificial material. And these are a nice alternative. And usually there's some eco-friendly stuff that goes into it as well. But they're a very good option, again, just for hot sleepers. I think Purple, with their whole grid, material kind of thing, it's designed to be like a latex mattress, but I want to say it is synthetic. It's just because it is so porous that I think those things are more breathable. Waterbeds. Waterbeds are funky. Waterbeds, I'm trying to think how best to describe it, because really there's no easy way to describe it short of just if you've ever been on a pool float, which of course, if I ever open up things to invite you all down to the infinite pools below this place, can certainly just relax on a floaty if you so desire. But if you can imagine like a pool floaty, but without the rubberiness of that floaty that you'd be resting on. So it'll definitely rock back and forth. The things are heavy as hell too. So, water being much denser than any kind of air. And, make sure you don't accidentally poke anything into it, because otherwise then you're going to have a very bad time. Your limbs radiate ice and frost. Ah, you're one of those. I have a cold breath, but I assure you I can heat up quite a lot. So sometimes it is nice to have something a little extra to cool. Megalovania, which, by the way, bat. Literally. Naughty. Literal wet dreams because of the waterbed. Oh, yeah. You will be soaked by the time morning comes around. You go to bed dreaming about Mario Kart, how you got first place in Wet Bowser City, and you wake up soaked. Oops. Yeah, and I think there's also some issue with hygiene that I don't know how often you have to change them out. I think there's something antimicrobial, so you don't have anything that can end up growing inside them. Laugh your ass off if someone jumped into their grumpy, tired... Oh, no. Oh, man. You know what? Unless someone is truly an asshole deserving of the worst, I feel like that's a little too cruel. Imagine the water... That's another problem with them. That I think the things are built to be very sturdy, but, you get a leak in the thing and just... You're SOL. So, not the most ideal solution. Yeah, I don't know how long the things last. Because they say a good mattress should last, I think, about 10 years. So. Waterbed with temperature control. It would be expensive and probably difficult to implement, but definitely a cool idea. Because if you could actually cool a bed like that, so you could just be able to help the heat dissipate from your body, that would be pretty awesome. You only wish inconveniences toward your enemies. Amen. Amen. There's we'll save that for a spicier stream. But haunted canopy bed, nice. That is classy. Bat. Inconveniences only funny if they're minor. Yes. As all of a sudden, let me just drop that back in there because Eris has been cooking up something else new. Just file name, bat. Like putting a rotten egg. Oh no! Oh no! I'll say that's, for anyone you consider to be an enemy, that's certainly a much nicer punishment than I would think of. But I guess with some things, I like to think of really getting creative. Because, I'll tell you, ball torsion. I actually just wish them straight up castration. Castrate them with a golden hoe. But we won't talk about people who cheat at video games, anything like that. Take the batteries from the remotes. Oh no. Are we gonna, I feel like we almost need like a creative challenge of just minor inconveniences. Funny minor inconveniences. Oh, the tiny round, oh no, the watch batteries. Your little CR20 somethings. I forget exactly which ones they are. I wanted to say 2032. But yeah, I forget the little watch batteries. Yeah, no. I won't talk about those anymore. Those are banned from anything I own. See, yes. So, in the case, Angel, it's a kind of a little bit of... I'm trying to think the most tactful way to explain it. One actually is controlled for the sake of, you know, sadistic pain, but with boundaries. Torsion is where you just twist and keep going. And usually not intentional, but torsion where, yeah, it's just all twisted and tangled up. You rang, crystallized memories, slime in their rubber shoes so they were, oh no, that is a sensation. Diarrhea on traffic, frequent sneezing, oh no. Just all the controls. Just all the functions, just all scrambled up. Rubber in their shoes, so if they wear it with their socks off. Yuck. Sometimes, yeah, I wish it was a little easier to kind of set up the whole reply thing. But, what's going on with that? Supply, hey, Twitch mobile, yeah, no. The mobile app is awful. So, I don't really know anything to say about that aside from just, you know, the mobile app, it certainly exists. You do not the bot? Do I? You can guarantee that. Punishment's terrible when someone tests you territorially. Mood. Yeah. A lot of mobile apps. I don't know. I don't want to rant too much about tech, because a lot of it comes down to just, what the hell are they doing? Don't do things on the cheap. Don't try and, you know, get away with minimal effort, especially when the prior version worked. Sometimes when you reply, it'll choose a totally different comment. Yeah, I didn't see what message it was to that you replied to earlier, Noxus. But yeah, I know also just Zettaton popping in. Modding on mobile is pain. Because I think, Calypsy, you said you do use mobile for watching your chat. I think it was you who mentioned that. Because I know, it's certainly nice to have enough screens where you can split things up. Like right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 windows that are opened. Technically 10 that are all split on things that I'm using. And actually, technically 11, but the 11th I don't need to look at normally. Coughs, not you modding on your phone at the moment. Well, and of course I try to make it as easy as possible. Fortunately, we don't have too many people who cause trouble. Anyone who causes trouble usually is gone pretty fast. 9 screen, heck. That would be freaking impressive if, well, at that point it's like bless your heart if someone's got 9 screens open, because at that point maybe you need to learn how to divide up some of your monitors efficiently. So, if you want to know what I see from my view here, I see you all through stream avatars. I see a view of Twitch right now for all my redeems. In fact, Naya-chan, I did see Ruppy, so I will get you in a sec. I have Twitch chat, I have YouTube chat, I have TikTok chat, I have a combined chat, I have OBS, I have StreamerBot, I have YouTube Music, and I have PNGTube Remix. So, I got a lot of stuff open. And also my tits. My tits are open too. How do I have Wi-Fi? Yes. That's the answer. Yes. This world is a place where it's like, sometimes just don't ask. Dream logic is a perk. So, although I do prefer to keep everything my version. Oh, I know my tits. Eris, like, your tits are always out. Yes, I know. One kind of tits I just kind of stash to the back. The other kind, you gotta let the boys breathe. I get hot. The dragon wants to be temperature regulated. You want to be comfortable, especially when you're in your own home. Am I right? I mean, gotta cover up at least some, because, otherwise I gotta move the stream to a different streaming service. But condition you ever since I revealed myself to be a sexy VTuber, man. Oh my. I swear, y'all would riot if I were to ever cover up. Just watch my clothes. Oh, don't worry. I am very gentle. For that reason, will advise anyone from wanting a waterbed in this place if they ever wish to rest. Yeet. Because I know it's not fun to accidentally poke something and go, oh, whoops. Don't worry, I'm very gentle with my claws. I know what I can do with these things. So I assure you, I will always be very, very gentle. So bad that if you ever see me in a shirt, I'm probably an imposter, which there's actually some fun things I'm going to be maybe able to share from my VTuber mama sometime soon. Wouldn't want me to get you, well, not that kind of wet. Not with a waterbed anyway. Boundaries and consent. As a guide to your dreams, I will never do anything you do not want. Because in the end, this is your dream to explore. Like, if you want to put me in a collar like Max just did, then I'm all yours. You haven't been sussy. I mean, the day is young. It's only, what is it? I think mid-afternoon. Actually, no, I think it is. Or I forget how your time zone is. Time doesn't mean much here. So sometimes when I'm trying to translate things to the waking world, it's a little bit fuzzy trying to figure it all out. Your day is over. Well, then it is time for you to rest. Ow! Lol, rude. 3 a.m. Mm-hmm. It is late for some of you all. But don't worry. This is just a place for you to drift away. To relax. I need to get some stories to start reading one of these days. Some of y'all 2:40, 2:30, late. Time is only a construct. I know, the artist's answer. Artists and people who exist in dream worlds shake hands just like, what is our sense of time? Lol. As I was also just seeing some more art popping up in the chat. Leona dropping a little red sun, so for all y'all Monkey Kid enjoyers. Red Sun, he's so Zuko-coated. Well, I guess I'd say he's kind of Zuko-coated. Theater kid with a bit of a Zuko complex. Goosebumps Choose Your Own Adventure Story by R.L. Stein, written while he was smoking a blunt and drinking port in his hot tub. He is R.L. Stein. And everyone on the night shift, yes, all the night guards out there, just trying to survive the night, make sure the power lasts, and just wait for that moment where at 5:59 they hear, "Night guard, I'm gonna kick your ass!" And then Foxy tries to rush him. "Oi, Mangle, what time is it?" "Yeah, it's 5:59. 5:59? It be the night guard! So on and so forth. But always late night vibes for you all. I'm actually glad. I know every now and then when I do get a little loud, I don't think anyone's ever said it's been blasted too loud. I like to help anyone streaming with audio and try to get things at a good listening level so things can just kind of be on autopilot and never blast too loud. So, of course, anyone who's on headphones, not going to blow your eardrums out. Need to redeem yourself, eh? Oh, really? Is it time to be sussy? Odd. Aries dropping some more. I love... I love keeping up just the creative showcase whenever y'all are just dropping in some new stuff. Let's see... Well, where is... Trying to see, where is there a fish? Let's see, they're my J emotes, but those aren't quite... I'm looking at J's emotes, I'm just forgetting, who is he kissing in that one? I'll have to ask him next time. There we go, seeing some shark teeth. Bueno. In this case, we're talking withered Foxy. I mean, Glamrock Foxy, of course, will come running to you for showtime. Not a moment before, not a moment later. Oh, I'm sorry, you're talking Glamrock Foxy, some of the depictions of him. Because for a moment, I was thinking about Fun Time Foxy and going, oh, you like it spicy. You want the one who actually does have the intent to kill you in Minecraft. Got you. Asheville. Why are we talking Asheville? What's this about Asheville? Asheville, like North Carolina? What's going on with Asheville? Are we talking about beautiful bucolic places or something like that? Yeah, in this case, I'm referencing an ancient Pymations animation. Oh, who Jay was kissing. Okay. Asheville. I don't know if I know Asheville. Are they one of the ZZ or Hongshu Mimi characters, I think? I think that might be it. I feel like they're one of the Hoyo boys. Just can't remember off the top of my head. That or Molly. Okay. One of the Hoyo boys. I gotta look closely at that one again. When you see someone's emotes and just see what they've been working on. Gotta head to sleep? Sounds good. Well, of course, Bones, do get some rest, recharge, and enjoy yourself as you drift away. Be well. I'll say, I don't think I'll ever play any of the Hoyoverse games, but I do enjoy some of the character designs from it. I feel someone smirking right now after looking at my mood board. Just about ready to at me. When all of a sudden I go, ooh, I kind of like Broski's look. Uh-huh. They know what I am. My what? Mood board. So whenever I'm looking at things for new style ideas, Pinterest kind of stuff. I mean, I didn't start as a little whelp with the style that I have. Every now and then I went, ooh, I like that. Ooh, I want to grab a little bit of that. And, try this for new look. Try this on. Okay, that looks good. Make this work. Make it work. Yep. Did you think I said something else? Because I know certain boards I certainly could not be showing. Aside from if they were on very particular sites. And also, hello, Sugar Spite. I see you on the other site. Hi. Make yourself comfy. No. Always the one to slam the brakes like, no, too sussy. No, stop. No sussy from you. Only a little sussy when I slap a collar on you. Otherwise, no sus, no sus. Oh my, like red light, green light. All right. The safe word is yellow. And that's when the game ends. Because I'm trying to think, I know when I'm thinking about most of the Hoyoverse, the ones I know more about Genshin and ZZZ characters. Honkai, there's only a few I recognize from there. Which is kind of funny, because I feel like it's the one that is played the most of the three, at least of people I'm familiar with. So, for some reason, everyone loves their Honkshu Mimis. Why yellow? Because you figure if it's a game of red light or green light, if you want to have something where you slam on the brakes that you would not be expecting, make it yellow. Normally, traffic lights are a very good thing for boundaries, but in this case, we've already got red light covered as part of the game, so. In any case, it's always good to have a word that is out of character for you using it. And I know some of y'all know, not exactly the biggest fan of yellow. It's certainly a color that exists. But Permission to drop one of your favorite digital art pieces? Go for it. Let us see. By all means, share art that you're proud of. I know for the Discord, again, about the only rule I really have is just anything that is explicitly NSFW, just because I don't have to do ID checks. It's 18 plus, but it's one of those just in case kind of things. So, definitely no shame if any of y'all enjoy doing anything that is more mature content. It's even interesting seeing how you do have very... Ooh. What is? Who dis? Oh. Fire Dragon? I like her design. Got the colors, got the light sources. There's something about the belt, very fantasy, almost even maybe like the slightest bit arabesque. Her name is Hearth, okay. Because I'm getting a vision of a fire dance right now, taking a look at her art. Nice. I just also realized the name Hearth, very appropriate. I dig that. I dig that. I love seeing everyone's worlds brought to life. Characters, stories. Everything that is a new world that can be brought to life from just a little glimmer of light. And I know also, speaking of anything that is mature artwork, there's so many good references out there nowadays. It's even funny that there's been some, there's been one particular TikToker where she's an artist who will get into drawing things like glue.
Welcome, dreamers.
And hello, Kitty Heart. Welcome in, welcome in. But as she gets into details like how to really capture the viscosity of glue and get the kind of shape that it'll take as the glue is dripping so that you can see, and also look at the anatomy as you have two friends who are holding some glue together or doing something that may produce glue, like squeezing an Elmer's glue bottle off the screen. Badass job with a badass name. Hi, you're calm, a spider who is also a surveyor. Welcome, welcome. I think it is the one with the corn dogs. I'm pretty sure I forget her name off the top of my head. How to draw stretching the opening of a balloon. Calypso, you know what I'm talking about. Stretching a balloon, corn dogs, and glue. Oh. And Leona dropping even. God, you work so fast. Humans easy. Ayo. Ayo, we got humanized. Like, all of a sudden, she's like Luna and Artemis from Sailor Moon turning into a full human? Okay, let me add this in. Change that and drop that in there. Now I'm gonna get confused every time. Oh, speaking of which, bat. I love that. Also, very interesting. Were you going for kind of a Chinese inspiration with her jacket, or is that more general fantasy? Glam Rock Bonnie is another one. Okay, fair enough. Please, bonk. I'm not going to. The worst. Y'all know, if anything, I'll just give you the sus brow. If I ever need to slam the brakes, going, okay, I think we're getting a little too sussy, I will do so. Do not worry. If Glam Rock Bonnie your taste, if any of the depictions of Glam Rock Foxy your taste, go for it. I mean, y'all certainly know. Y'all certainly know where I fall into the mix. Something ferality coming up in about half a month. Yes, we now have a human Zetta. Human Zizi. Human bats. She become the human. Still chomping on blueberries, though, because, favorite thing, favorite food. So much bat. Everyone appreciate bat. Bat, fish, derg, wolp. Even a gatto. Collaring your pet derg. Unbelievable, Blue Rose. Unbelievable. Yes, and also your burb enjoyers. As they all walk in with 6-foot-tall plague doctors just right behind them. And foxes, yes indeed. Because what does the fox say? Ring ding 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 ding. Other things too that would get me demonetized. Disappears to see the sweet girl. Yes. No, please. By all means, enjoy the art. Take it in. Make more. Share more. Need a reference, eh? Of what? Someone walking with a 6-foot-tall plague doctor as their pet? Both your electronics at 20%. Ah, yes. Azrael, have a beautiful night. May you have sweet dreams. And as you drift away into the peaceful abyss of your mind, may you be at ease. And may your mind conjure up the most beautiful scenes you can picture. And so, wander through that world, head towards the light when you're ready to return to the hours of the waking. And until you return to the Zetaplex, good night. You need a reference of a hot lady kicking you in the stomach, genuinely rejecting you. That is a very specific... Kicking you in the stomach. Now, are we talking like a side kick? Are we talking roundhouse? Are we talking front kick? What kind of pose are we talking? Back kick, maybe? Back hook? I feel like side kick would get the best. I feel like sidekick would have the most dynamic pose. Sock. Oh. Oh no. Oh, ow. Ow. Ouchies. Not even judging, just like, oh, ow. Fair enough. One can dream. Hey, bring the dream into a reality. Where there is a will, there's a way. Just do like the two pose makers where they just are doing all these various poses in their underwear as references for anyone to use. They just buy the pose packs and just, all right, boom, here is now your body reference for someone who's holding a sword at this particular angle. Speaking of Birdman and Plague Doctors, I know Deeks will be cranking out some more content. Oh my god. Indeed. Burb. So many burb. One burb. And then one burb. All the burb. What should you draw? I know, Eris, you were working on more monstrous forms the other day. Is there anyone or anything that you feel you might twist, anything else that you might twist into a nightmare? Ooh, actually, that might be an idea. A nightmare plague doctor. An eldritch horror. Maybe with their mask just slightly slipping off. Or even with their face is the mask. Wide-brimmed hat, talon claws, sinewy muscles. Gone down another rabbit hole of Devil May Cry. Just get yourself some pizza when you're doing that. A nightmare, that's a thought anyway. Because if you're looking for something different... Going down another rabbit hole of Devil May Cry, just pizzas and parties. That is the one pizza party I ever want to see from anything. Whenever it's involving Dante just being a complete derp. SCP-49, exactly. Exactly. A more terrifying interpretation of SCP-49. You heard Devil May Cry? Indeed you did, Lion. We're just talking about that. I was actually referencing it early in the night with the whole lonely meme. So, well, shucks. I mean, I'm very down for a self-insert world. I'm happy to jump between worlds. So if there's a spot where I fit into the story of Hearth, whether as I am right now or in a form within that world, I'm down. I've been meaning to actually do one of those fan art guidelines things. Because I put one out on VGen, but I know it's kind of clicking through a lot of things. But doing something that kind of gets down to boundaries. Because the short answer is, yeah, if I can fit into... If you want me to step into your world, it is my pleasure. I'm honored for the chance to jump worlds. Blame Aurora Green, eh? She getting you back into that Dante rabbit hole? That hot mess half-demon man? You have a Plague Dr. D&D character you can draw. Oh, no one knows what he is? Well, maybe that's a good chance to introduce him. First time down the Dante rabbit hole. I mean, Dante is such a fun character. Dante... How do you describe Dante besides just he's a hot mess growing into an old man. He's a cocky, charismatic asshole who just dances his way in and out of trouble. And when he's inevitably stabbed 9 million times, he's just like, okay, cool. Can we move on from this? Yeah, you're not going to kill me by doing this. And I know for a while there were Dante and Bayonetta shippers, because both of them are just so over the top. They just have such riz. It's comical. Which element? Ooh. So actually, boundary of that. Are we talking like the 4 traditional Earth, Wind, Fire, Water, or are we talking other elements? Plague Doctor. Realized years ago where Dante and Virgil's names came from? Yep. They are both inspired by Dante Alighieri's his Christian fan fiction, The Divine Comedy. Yeah, seriously, Dante just, do you mind? Yeah, Dante is very fun character energy-wise. Just a cocky dumbass. Just the 4 elements. So, it's interesting. I associate mostly with ice. But I'd say in a twisted way. That's kind of an interesting thing of where I fall into the elements. Because in a very crystalline world, you have things of the earth forged by fire. Cold winds. There's certainly a lot of water around here. Or do I just be a Zuko dum-dum and just, I'm part of the Fire Nation. Honor. I will get my father's approval until I finally realize it's actually my uncle who's the good fatherly figure in my life. Zuko, you need to not be such a dumbass. Just let loose and have a nice tea. And then we get massages afterward. So, all roads lead to daddy issues. Oh, Avatar. Man, I've had such an Avatar resurgence. It's either daddy issues or mommy issues. Avatar for daddy issues, mommy issues through Steven Universe. I love Zuko. Zuko, God. He's one of those characters where you go, he's an asshole, but God, is he human. And man, does he... The kind of character where he learns from his mistakes. And you like him because he's on this hero's journey through the entire thing. And when someone really drove home the parallels of Zuko and Aang's journey, you thought you grew out from your Zuko trust, and then I'm guessing, Eris, you probably saw the leaks. You probably saw adult Zuko, and the infamous scene where he's looking at Broski, who's apparently this one other airbender, shows up and goes, he's handsome. What? His cheekbones. They're a sign of handsomeness. And everyone's interpreting it going, okay, boy, is this either a bisexual answer or is this like an autistically blunt answer? Well, autistic slash socially not well enough socially awkwardly adjusted where you're just like, just blurt it all out. I mean, Avatar's a good series. He's a teenager. That's the best way of describing Zuko. He is such a teenager. So I've only seen the leak, and I'll say really, the leak has got me even more interested. Before I derail too much though, Naya-chan, may you have a beautiful night. May you have sweet dreams. And as you drift away into the peaceful abyss of your mind, may you be at ease. May your mind be free of any stress, and may you be able to explore every adventure within your mind palace. So until you return to this place, good night. Ooh, yes. Thank you for actually helping to workshop that. Smoke, yes. Because I was trying to think where in the four elements I would fall.
Good boy.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Naya-chan. But smoke is something of my character. Indeed, with my breath, it is very much a parallel to smoke. To just help lead you to peaceful visions. Seriously, I will not... In terms of... I liked Zuko's aesthetic as a teen back when Avatar was first being released. And now seeing, of course, you know, he's got the long layered hair, because of course he does. And just going, yeah, Broski didn't even need a glow up. But he's still got a glow up. Easily one of the handsomest of the male characters. He's not designed to be... He's designed to be very I mean, what other word do you use? He's designed to be a handsome man. If it wasn't Zuko, it was definitely Sokka. Uh-huh. Fair enough. Okay. Bruh, you're gonna be tough built. Hey, Twinkle Toes! Just slams her foot down and all of a sudden just ruptures half the earth in front of her. Man, everyone hydrating tonight. Like, teenage me would slurp Zuko up. Adult me will slurp Zuko up. And hello, Aoife. Welcome in. I actually finally just learned how to pronounce your name. I finally learned the Irish phonetics as to how your name beyond A856 is pronounced. So welcome. Good to see you. Working to have Maki built. Maki. I feel like I should know. Who Maki? Maki? What's Maki from? Maki. Drawing a blank on Maki. Oh, Jujutsu Kaisen. Gotcha. Okay. Never mind. Different series. My mind was thinking, wait, Mako in Avatar? Going, okay, yeah, no, Jujutsu Kaisen. Avatar just has good character designs. Because thinking about both sides, let's look at Korra for an example. Asami. Hello, nurse. Collar me void. I can't believe you. Thank you for the hydrate, at least. Make sure to rehydrate. And I'll say, I know that Korra, I know there's a lot of conflicted opinions on it. And Korra sadly suffers from Nickelodeon's meddling, which made it difficult to tell a story. Bat. But the challenge, I think Korra was definitely a victim of the meddling that got in the way of telling a story. Being rushed through, not being able to fully tell what they wanted with the subplot, and they used what pieces they could to tell the story. I think it's really interesting that Korra, to me, is an interesting piece because of how it parallels a time in history and a progression of a certain number of events that they have strong parallels to the real world. And very complicated characters, of course, some spoilers. But yeah, everyone was gunning for Korra. In the case of Avatar, Aang had one person he had to deal with. Fire Lord Ozai. Once Fire Lord Ozai's out of the picture, boom, you're done. Life is good. At least for the time being. Korra, oh my god. Everyone is gunning. She's got... Oh, what was... You got Amon, then you got Unalaq. Ow. You got Amon, you got Unalaq, you got Zahir and the Red Lotus. You've got, I forgot what's his name was, Sami's father, who was also a sub-villain in there. You have, and hello Nixie, how you be today? Kuvira. There's so many things that I feel like if the gaps of Korra were just filled in a little bit better, but you get some interesting characters. Like I was thinking to myself, Zahir is such an interesting character, and for anyone who's not familiar, again, spoilers. Zahir is a criminal who manages to become an airbender once the spirit world is blasted open by Unalaq, causing non-benders to suddenly be granted with these powers randomly from the spirit world. And he and his team of other benders, who are all hell-bent on anarchy and overthrowing entrenched government, in this case targeting the Earth Kingdom. It's interesting looking at how malicious Zahir is, that his entire thing is destroying the Avatar, overthrowing order, overthrowing the Earth Queen, trying to bring about complete anarchy because he sees this as the most harmonious system, bringing everything back to a state of nature. And gives Korra tremendous PTSD from her own experiences and the ways in which she was injured and tortured. But he then later on helps her find meditation and emotional peace. So he's someone who both destroys her and then in a very chaotic way helps her heal, which is such an interesting way of taking a character to make him evil, but three-dimensional. And some people getting into Kuvira's backstory, which has been elaborated on in a lot of, like, the post-show comic, because there is only so much they could do with Book 4 of Korra. And at that point, Nickelodeon's just trying to rush it to completion. So now they're getting into some of the backstory of why did Kuvira want to become this new ruler of what is now the Earth Empire? What are these delusions of grandeur that she is rising to become? Avatar World Hitler, pretty much. And all the horrors she brought about. Oh my God, Blue Rose. Oh my. Real talk, the safe word in most contexts is apathy, but in this particular game, yellow. So it's really interesting seeing some of the three-dimensional characters and even just really mashing up things so that you don't just have the same hero's journey of Aang and Korra fighting with her own demons, fighting with her own self-discovery, fighting with her own difficulties. So she definitely had a much different hero's journey than Aang, and for the issues in execution that, again, I think are more meddling that Konietzko and DiMartino, the creators of Avatar, had to deal with, I think there we go. So that's my thought on that. I'll also say, one of my very favorite series from when I was a little whelp. Getting what little peeks of the waking world I did in my world. L, your uppies. Oh. Thank you, Nixie. I need to get, I said earlier tonight, I need to get a sound redeem because I know, let's see, can I get you? Where are you, Nixie? There you are. Nope, that's not you. You are the green. There we are. Yeah, I need to get a sound redeem because since I don't have a sound cue for that yet, I know I'm still trying to catch up. So, and it might take me a few minutes just based on whatever I'm bouncing around doing. So, you know, uppies. Around you go. Rest ye weary head. Rest your head, traveler. Rest, rest.
Hank, Hank.
I'm sorry, what? To the shoulder you go. To the other shoulder you go. To the cosmos you go. Yeet. But, yeah. And Calypsy, may you have a good night. May you have sweet dreams. And as you drift away into the peaceful abyss of your mind palace, may you be at ease. May you be able to explore your deepest desires. May you have a warm light that guides you back to the waking world when you are ready to open your eyes, and until you return to this world. Good night. Also, a woo? A yo? Are we a wooing in this zone tonight? Is this an a woo zone? Honey soy chicken on rice. That certainly sounds like Calypsy's emote that she just shared. So, was just looking at that right now. There's a lot of awoo. So, awoo. Awoo? Awoo. I'm never beating the furry allegations. With bok choy. Ooh, okay. Awoo. That's a lot of awoo. Everyone awooing right now. Awoo! Awim bum bum away. Awoo. Or all of a sudden it's a full moon. Silva in lumine, lumen arcana est, domus mea, silva in lumine, stellarum est. Good ear, Void! You are someone of culture. Not too many people know that one. Man, en nomine. And that was Wolfen, das Tier in mir. One of my favorite. Mitternacht and Wolfen are my two favorite pieces from their album Finsternis. You are a person of culture. Respectfully bows head. Tukes are like, Lumines? Lumines? Silva in Lumines. That. Beautiful. I love music that's got a vibe to it like that. Mitternacht German wird. Yeah. It's a German group. I don't know if you're familiar with Ein Nomine Sappy, but German group that did they did a very dark ambient set of albums years ago. I don't know if they're still around, but very, very gothic, very romantic. It was interesting because a lot of the vocalists that they would get, like I knew you were German. I was just trying to think about how to kind of segue into that. I remember you had mentioned that from when you popped in the past, but them being, I know like they use the German voice actor, they use the German dub actor for Anthony Hopkins for one of their narrators. Danny is not gonna let me live that down. Oh my god. Yes, where I put it to chat, am I a furry? 0 for yes, 1 for yes but caps lock, 1 for no, everyone else yes but a scaly. I know, since my VTuber mama is also German, it's kind of interesting talking about some of the cultural touchstones from the region. Like, she is a massive, massive fan of Tokyo Hotel. And remembering back to the ancient internet, back when I was a little whelp, where Bill Kaulitz practically became a meme because it was so striking. 600% furry dragon. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hello, Jesse. How you be tonight? So yeah, my VTuber mama being a big fan of Tokyo Hotel. And so memories of Bill Kaulitz, back how he became internet famous in his young years. How Broski really... I'm trying to think how best to describe it. Because, I mean, he embodied a very J-rock aesthetic. It was like a bit scene in emo, a bit J-rock, 690% nice. Nice. There in the background. Oh my god. not the art. I'm trying to think, what was it that just showed up before? All of a sudden I'm going, wait a minute, what is it that I have not... What did I just miss when I looked away from that screen? Although we both enjoyed a shared... We both enjoyed a shared groan at, when you're talking about German ensembles and groups, how Rammstein ends up becoming one that people will think of very quickly, which I think it was just recently outed that the singer Till Lindemann is, well, a piece of shit. But 670%, no! Nixie, you're banned. Get out, shoo. Curse it! Curse it! I was actually even wondering. BRB? Gotcha. Answer the demands of Her Majesty, your cat. I was wondering, because all of a sudden, I was thinking about the 6-7 juggling animation, and it reminded me of Dr. Livesey from that famous Soviet Treasure Island animation. The one that gave us the Dr. Livesey funk walk. And apparently, someone didn't elaborate, so I don't know what they actually... I don't know if they were actually being serious or if they were just being annoying, where they're just like, no, that's not the inspiration. I go, okay, so is something else the inspiration then? Is that a dead meme already? Is that one where everyone finally goes, okay, this was such a nonsense forced meme for a while that everyone's done with it? Bruder dreh den Bass auf ITS. Bruder dreh den Bass auf. Bruder dreh den Bass auf. Do I know this one? What is this song? Was ist das? Was ist das? By Reeperbahn Creme? Interesting. Don't know that one. Yeah, like, I forget the exact timeline. Mind you, when I listened to Rammstein, it was back albums like Rosenrot or Reise Reise, so long time ago, back before a lot of this was public, where, you know, Rammstein was controversial because they were pulling crazy antics, like all of a sudden having prosthetic toys that they were using to shoot fluids on the crowd and, you know, other shocking things like that, or all the militaristic imagery. So yeah, talking a little bit about Rammstein once upon a lifetime ago, how... Ow. My VTuber mama was groaning a little bit how they end up being one of the bands that becomes best known as a German band. And of course, I know there's so much out there. Like, as I was saying, Tokyo Hotel earlier, or even thinking of, I was going to say, if we're talking like pop and EDM, there's just stupid amounts of everything that's out there. Fear at the moment, it may be Jackpot. Became a vocal stim by forced proximity. Interesting. That face when you have ideas for art but no arting spoons. Well, you know, sometimes can also just be a little nudge. Just a little something get in there. Just kind of push it along. So that you can be able to kind of light the fire of that spark. And Aries, may you have a beautiful night. May you have sweet dreams. And as you drift away into the peaceful abyss of your mind, may you be at ease, and may you be able to drift away into the most wonderful visions of your mind palace. So, hold that light from your dreams to your heart. Carry it back to the waking world. And until you return to this place, good night. Bat. Oh, yeah, actually, there's a good prompt. Y'all got half a month left for Mermay. So, I know EDM mentioned. Anything of Europe. Just pick a country in Europe. They've contributed to EDM. To where it's almost a running joke. Oh. I was thinking even of, what's his name? Who came up with the parody of DJ Crazy Times in Planet of the Bass. Where it's this big party going all out in Bratislava, of all places. Why Bratislava? Why the capital of Slovakia? Why not? Why not just, lean into it? Which, that's kind of a fun thing, is that with all the European cities, everything is so spread out that if you ever listen to an EDM artist, and okay, now we're going to hit up London and Paris and go to Barcelona and then go to Milan, go to, I'm trying to think where, they're probably performing in Vienna if they're going to Austria. Maybe Innsbruck? Maybe Innsbruck. Maybe that too, yeah. Salzburg, probably a little too small for an EDM venue. Pick your German city of choice, pick Bratislava, pick Ljubljana, and Krakow, just bouncing around, and there's all these either major or kind of like second biggest cities that everyone knows how to have a good time in their own way. It's kind of cool how that works. That's your cardio for the day. Should have worn a helmet. Oh my god. Yours stems with current obsessions. Other will be, where's everybody going? Bingo. Should have worn a helmet. And Sappy, may you have a beautiful day. May you be able to rest well. And as you travel into the morning that awaits you, may you be at ease. And may you be able to explore your dreams brought to life. So, be well. Be good to yourself. Let your creativity be a light that guides you, and until you return to this world, good night. When was the last time? Her Majesty has been sorted. She is pleased. She is plussed. Said you were getting a drink, be right back. Back from the ads. Oh my god. So many vocal stems. Makes me think also of bands like kind of what Rammstein's association with Germany is. Reminds me, one band I enjoyed a lot is a Finnish goth glam metal band called the 69 Eyes. And they're edgy as hell. They got all this imagery of just reckless rock and roll, decadence in Los Angeles. And I also enjoy them because their singer is this very pronounced baritone. Jyrki 69. Of course, bit of a try-hard name. But listening to rock when you have a good, full-voiced baritone performing it, it has a whole different vibe that darkens things and brings, I think, a very pleasing... It brings a very soothing energy, even to kind of high. I'm trying to think of the best words to describe it. I like hearing low-voiced singers. So looking at where you get a male baritone lead, or even with women, your contraltos, like your Annie Lennox of Eurythmics. It's such a nice quality to hear a deep, full, warm voice just bellow out something with power. Or anyone who might know/remember Grace Jones. Same thing. A lot of new wave really gave a lot of great artists in the 80s, with a lot of gender bending in the performances and just such interesting characteristics that different singers and artists took on. So when you hear that low, almost haunting kind of quality of a song, like maybe say Grace Jones's Libertango. Strange, I've seen that face before. Seen him hanging round my door. Like the night waiting for the day. Like a hawk waiting for its prey. Strange, he follows me, he shadows me back home. Footsteps, so on and so forth. So, I like hearing different vocal qualities, and it is sad because a lot of music, I feel, neglects lower voices. Because there is a certain energy that comes with a bright, high voice. Hence why a lot of alt-rock, you have, pick your singer of choice. Your Gerard Ways, your Pete Wentz. I'm trying to think of who would be a good parallel for some of the women in alt-rock. I was gonna say, I feel like the women don't quite go as high, but I'm trying to think. I guess Avril Lavigne would kind of fall in there. She's been on the lower end, though. I'm gonna have to think about that, because now I feel like more diverse vocal styles with the women in the alt-rock genres. Huh. Oh well, my mind's wandering. I need to sub next week to have the cool emotes. They will be ready for you. Whenever you are ready, there will be plenty of emotes for you. Beautiful. Whoa. Void, thank you. Oh my god. I need to fix that alert, but thank you very much. Which, by the way, in case you haven't seen, Void also does do their own streams. Ow. Rude. Whacking me in the head while I'm doing a shout out. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. Getting up to our goal of 69 points. Nice. Hoping that always trying to grow the stream. Add new things on. We're gonna have a lot of fun once my VTuber mama is back. Oh, I can't wait to share y'all some surprises. Try to get to sub, did it not work? That's interesting. Well, oh, there you go. Well, you are welcome. So, enjoy your emotes. I've got a few more slots available. I'm curious actually to see if some opened up, because I know Leona, she'd even suggested adding a few bats, which I've thought about. I just know I've got like 2 or 3 left that I have room for. So, might look at adding those in. Zizi eating chocolate. Did you? That's right. Yes, you did. I had to think about that for a second. Lol. But no, thank you very much, and I do hope that you all enjoy. I do actually have a sub chat in the Discord as well, and so I've been trying to figure out ways to kind of add a little more fun to that. Like, I think it's about time right now. There we go. There we go. Important message. Just wanted to drop that there. You do stream around this time of night? Yeah. We are the Night Guard. We are the ones that Foxy will go into a manic sprint at 5:59 in the morning. Oi, Mangle, what time is it? Side note, I don't know if any of y'all had seen the short. Little self-promo, shameless. But, 2 people to watch while you go memes? We've got, I'm not at the point of affiliate yet. No, rather, I'm not at the point of partner yet. But I've almost even thought of that as an idea for a team. Just the Night Guards or the Night Watch. Had a few ideas that there could be that could also be doing one that is for the Pookie Bombs. Because it's interesting to see how teams, been looking at some new teams recently. It'd be fun to kind of join a new crew, share the love. Balloon Boy, I just want those sweet, nice, succulent batteries. Hello, Jojo the Joe. Missed my SAR much? My what? Missed my SAR? Did I get that? What's the safe word? Okay, so the real safe word is apathy. That is the slam the brakes safe word. Ow. Rude. But Max, would you still love me if I were a worm? Worm. It's always fun. It's always fun just dropping sub chat and, you know, whenever in doubt, butts. 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 B-U-T-T-S. Butts. Like Cleo Nar. Okay, Sar. Okay. Miss you, Sarm. I see. Hello then, Jojo. Become Twitch partner to make the Pookie Butts. The Pookie Bombs. Not the Pookie Butts, the Pookie Bombs. Oh my god. Butts. Butts on the brain. Heads up then. Oh no. Uh-oh. Eris, is there gonna be something sussy? Interesting. Which, you know, I know there's different Australian accents. And it's the Pookie Butts. There you go. There's the new name. Butts. Uh-oh. Hellhounds got their own butts in there. Butt. Choo-choo. Choo-choo. Fish? Why fish? Why is there fish associated with choo-choo? Nani? Is it because it's Tuesday or something? Butts. Oh, hi, Nabello. Good morning. How are you doing today? Yes, by all means, make yourself comfortable. Place your butt in your seat. We are enjoying butts. So many butts. All the butts, all the time. You got big butts and you cannot lie. The other brothers can't deny that when a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist and a round thing in your face, you get sprung and demonetized. No, you don't want to hear about apartments. What? What is with all this butts talk? Why not? Who doesn't appreciate a good butt? What was I saying about Aussie accents? So I was listening into how, you know, there's a quote-unquote stereotypical Aussie accent, but how there are so many variants to Aussie accents that you hear your nar vowel shift with some. You got your Steve Irwin variant. And I'll even say, I'll use him as an example that the streamer Envy is interesting to listen to, because there's some parts of his accent that you can tell he's an Aussie from some of the vowel shifts, but there's almost some things that seem to parallel American New York and Philly, which is, it's interesting because I'd never heard some of the qualities that I noticed the most in his speech, where I think it's almost the enunciation, like, you guys, that he'll say that very clearly. And it's very reminiscent of American New York and Philadelphia. You're getting your drink. Sorry, not sorry. Oh my. Whoa. Whoa. Oh my. I'm like, I think I get it. I think I can. I'm like, am I allowed to shit? Am I allowed to share this? I might be pushing my luck, but I think I'll push my luck. And Nibello, let me get that little... Where is that little fox? There's that little fox. Hello, Nibello. Fly away, the little fox flies. Around she goes. Yes. I know some of you are not going to be responsible with some of the fun stuff my VTuber mama is working on. Man. I'm so appreciative, both the work that she is working on right now, the work that Jay has done. I love art. I love artists. Bat. Now there's a safe word. Bat. Yeet. You have to say the name Carter. Now, when you say car, meaning like that, like car or like car, you have redeemed yourself. Oh my God. All right. You know what? Against my better judgment, I need to update everything. My. Like a hard R. Carter. Okay, so you enunciate that T. Because now I know in the US, that T would very much be like a D and would sound like Carter. But so Carter, if you're enunciating it a bit clear. Oh, Leona, you dropped something else? Did you drop something else? Let's see. And while I'm dropping that in, Snowdrop, may you have a beautiful night. May you be able to rest, recharge, and drift away into the peaceful abyss of your mind, and explore whatever thoughts your mind palace can conjure. So, be at ease. Be able to walk the path of light back to the waking world. And until you return to this world, good night. We have more updates. We have more IRL ZZ, or rather human ZZ, I should say. How bad can you go? I mean, Eris, if you're asking that, I do have the second tag. Smiles big and wide. Staying cart, because now that's the thing, is like Carter, as a word like card-er, I don't... I'll just say, Eris, just tag appropriately. That's all I ask. Smiles big and wide. Actually, so it looks like a certain fantasy series that I'm familiar with. That's the vibe I kind of get, is where it's a little bit inspiration. It's a little bit, what's what we're looking for? An amalgamation of inspirations. You don't get Aussies? Yeah, because now I will say the one thing is, as I said, I just no explicit NSFW in the Discord. One, just in case. Oh, actually, that's a good inspirational outfit. I would like that. Okay. But also the Discord's automated bot might just straight up stop it. So fair warning of that. I've been trying to work with that because we've had a few pieces of art which have actually been safe for work that the bot has stopped. And it's a built-in thing that unless I switch the server off of being a community server, it forces, yeah. Elsewhere, just tag it appropriately. That's just the issue with Discord. You know, appropriate audiences. Have fun. Be creative. Whether your dreams are dry or wet, have fun with it. Be creative. In fact, even, depending on where things might be going, might be doing a little charity thing. Make as many people explode. I see. Just be like, I'ma heat you to a boiling point. Wet? What? You know. All of a sudden, if you just have anything that's got moisture of some kind. Water. all of a sudden an Elmer glue bottle explodes. I don't know. Be creative. Anyway, I think it's late enough. We can have some fun. So not a thought of a charity stream, but there's a project that if all goes well, might be doing something fun for. I can't give away too much yet, just because the details are still very early on. But, oh, let me just see if I can transform. There we go. Anyway.
Oh boy.
Thank you, Van. But am I a good boy? Am I now? Surprise. Little Pixie Doodle. Just a little bit. You look like twins. Amazing. Amazing. Guess got pirates on the brain with potentially doing a D&D for the first time and doing a space pirate. Ooh, that's a fun mashup. Is that so? Hey, have fun bringing dreams to life. I am honored to be someone's muse. It's fun to me. If I can be someone who can inspire you to create something new, to create something fun, to create something you enjoy, that's the greatest compliment. Made her in Heroes Forge, I see. And now for something like making chat blush. I think mission accomplished. Oh my. And also, go from spicy to a little sweet. ZZ. She's a vibe. Brought to life. All of a sudden, like reverse Ron Mud turn into human. I guess like reverse Peach Hand, I should say. Big floofy ears. So, yeah, Leona's cooking too. We had so much cooking tonight. So much food. Itadakimasu. We got that. And then Blue Rose also working on more art. So we change. Where is... There we go. My god, y'all are being sussy as heck tonight. Well, shucks. Make sure not to choke on that food. Oh no, never, never. Stay hydrated. Just make sure to wash it down. Make sure to take care of yourself whenever you're providing entertainment. So I'll have to update the folder again to get those in the rotation. Man. I love y'all. Whether being wholesome or being sussy as heck. Can't believe y'all. Trying to out-sussy me. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Cookery meshing and organization is complete nice. Ooh. And also seeing we've got some more fish. Fish. So much fish. It's mermaid, so you know. In mermaid, enjoy your fish. Create fish. Be pescatarians. I guess, you know, in that case, some... Technically, I guess mermaids do take inspiration also from some of the mammalian sea creatures as well, depending on your flair. Okay. Heroes Forge. Okay, okay. Coming up with their own character. I like the design, Danny. It feels a little bit Treasure Planet inspired. Having this almost slightly steampunk kind of flair. You had spaghetti in a can with tomato sauce and cheese on buns like a budget pizza fare. Nailed it, eh? Yeah, there's a lot of the style cues. Can definitely see the inspiration. So, I dig the vibe. Yeah, Treasure Planet, what a stylish movie. It's interesting how a lot of the Disney movies, which weren't immediate successes when they were released, have ended up becoming so dear to people as they stand the test of time, like Treasure Planet. I feel like the two best examples, one, Treasure Planet, and two, a Goofy movie. They're the two Disney movies that I feel, above all, they're the slow burn ones that have just gotten better and better as they've aged. That, one, you appreciate the risks Disney took with working on these. And the message resonates even stronger as time's gone on. Like a Goofy movie in particular, man, it's inspiring just to see the love that movie has garnered over its, oh God, what is it? I think about 30 years old now? Something like that. But how a Goofy movie, the message, it's something that, all right, it was there when it was made. But now that the movie has matured and everyone's grown up with it, they've gone from being the perspective of Max of, I don't want to go on this road trip with my dad. I just want to go see Powerline and go impress the girl I got a crush on. And then Goofy, who he just wants to spend time with his son, feeling like the emotion of being a middle-aged man who is also a single father. He's looking at every moment, and neither are able to communicate because they're operating in two totally different worlds until they finally learn to understand each other's wavelength. And also just, I forget his name off the top of my head, but the music artist, Tivon Williams, I believe, if I remember. But the artist who performed as Powerline, holy heck. Just, bro, rocked that song. And whether eye to eye or stand out, bangers. Travis Campbell, thank you. Or I feel like Tivon Campbell, I think? Because I'm pretty sure his first name is Tivon. Or Tevin, maybe. I gotta double check that one of these days. Anyway. And Miracle, may you have a good night. May you have sweet dreams. And as you drift away into the abyss of your mind, may you be at ease. May you be able to rest. And may you be able to find a little light that blossoms into your most beautiful dream. Hold that light close, carry it back to the waking world. And until you return to this place, good night. Google where to find respectable partner to keep. Interesting. Tevin Campbell, thank you. Where to find a respectable partner to keep. Isn't that what everyone is looking for? For those who are seeking supplementary love in their life. Just find that one person who just gives you a greater happiness than you feel by yourself. And one to kiss ouchie's bet. Well, there's certainly a lot of, what do I even say about that one? Yeah, there's certainly a romantic connection in that. Kissing ouchie's better. Be there through good times and bad. Love is such an interesting thing. There's many discussions that you should be in a good place when you are looking for love, because love will not patch up anything that is inherently broken that you might be fighting with. Which is, of course, one of those tough challenges of inner peace, quelling your inner demons, and not looking for someone who will complete you, because if there is something that you are fighting with inside yourself, then a relationship could potentially make that even worse. But when you are looking for someone that you go, all right, you become an even greater force in my life to adventure out through our days. It's a beautiful thing. It's kind of interesting how the communication connection, it's Like, there's no way of describing it aside from philosophical. Everything, nothing will make sense, but it's harmonious. It's a beautiful thing to see. Hear you out. What would happen if you turned me into the possum? Well, that's certainly a shift. I'm not sure. That's an interesting challenge, because I feel like an opossum is not an animal I would think of. Well, that's kind of the fun of art, as you play around with something a little crazy. Interesting. Saying Gen Z men are a different breed. Even generational things, there's so much chaos in any given generation that you might have some common themes of how a person might be based on their upbringing that hopefully you're still going to find. There should be some characteristics that, regardless of age, generation, upbringing, hopefully will shine through as just something positive within a person. Because you could very much find someone from a different generation where they're going up to millennial, probably not Gen X, because at that point you're looking at a massive age difference. But let's see, way too many people come say to someone they're with someone, then a week later. And that's even an interesting thing, that when there's no right answer to love. Because you were trying to feel out something and feel if a relationship is something that gives you... I like using the words completion and supplementing you. Completion is what you don't want, because completion is something that there is something inherently missing that you want to be dealing with first. But supplementary, where there's a greater happiness than you can experience by yourself. And it is so hard, because as you open up, as you try to trust others, as you try to find what it is where you connect, and even how you work around your inherent disconnects between two people. And that's not even to exclude, I know there's also polyamorous relationships out there. At that point, it's just more complicated because you have more communication points, depending on how your relationship is structured. More communication, trust, and consent. Make a drawing of all the... have fun with it. Like, I think my only major boundary that anyone would ever really hit is, I'd say, okay, nothing that's NSFW gore and just don't change my haircut. Can change the hairstyle, but like, I'm not a fan of shaved sides or anything like that. So that would be my one. I feel like I have very few limits when it comes to fan art like that. And don't pair me up with anyone who's a creep. In case it's any kind of shipping artwork. But that is about the one thing. Those are about the only things I really have as quote-unquote my boundaries. Yes. So, speaking of a relation, since Lorelai was mentioning that, is where communication is that key point. Because communication, consent, trust, you can have love in multiple directions. And there's more to negotiate. Just goes without saying, beyond a classic quote-unquote monogamous relationship. But it's so interesting to go how you make yourself very vulnerable when you're trusting someone with your heart. And hopefully they will value it and be able to exchange theirs as well. And there's so many challenges that come with it. So many ways of philosophically looking at that. Many people fight their own demons with love. And being able to open up and trust, especially if someone might have gotten hurt in the past. Sometimes it's even just learning to adventure out and let down your guard. So, yeah. That's my little spiel on that one. Someone recently, how much of a pushover. And there's another thing, like, we're getting into a bit of a deeper philosophical discussion, but how your boundaries are extremely important in any kind of relationship, whether love or something else, because there is a degree of sacrifice in love where you and whoever it is that you love, you want to support that person. You want to be open with that person. You want to share part of your heart, entrust them with that, and then be a knight guarding theirs. And it is so complicated because, it's hard. Like there's really almost there's not even any way to kind of think about it.
Dream.
And hello, Musical SJ. Welcome in. You're coming in. We're having a bit of a deep discussion right now, talking about love, l'amour, amore. Oh yeah, no. Nixie, what you're getting into? That's like that right there, where you say to someone, "There's another interesting boundary of love." Is when you have the safe boundaries that you can also be apart. Because if there is the insecurity where, here you go, this is a trip for me and friends, just us. If someone's not cool with that boundary, then of course there's a problem. Because if they're not understanding, this is a girl's trip, this is for us. Let us enjoy our own world and not be in this codependent thing where we can't spend any time apart without suddenly, then you start getting in this tailspin of distrust and bad emotions. I've certainly seen some individuals who are either extremely terrible with communication or extremely bad with boundaries. And the damage that it does, because obviously it's not... You see right there how hard it is to speak up and say, well, no, this is for us. Let us be on our own trip. Do a thing with guy friends, but let me have these boundaries. So there should be safety and time apart. And it's such a complicated thing. And unfortunately, that's usually a telltale sign of the trust is not there, or the communication is broken down. And you've got your models even for love languages, which models are just easy ways to break something down so you can understand it a bit better. How, understandably, there's hard things where you need to then get into communication, where you got someone who has a very anxious personality, whether you have an avoidant personality where you're struggling to get them to open up, or you have what I'll call the disaster type. I was trying to think of the exact name. Disorganized is what it's called, but it's your anxious avoidant type, where they're panicked about keeping that relationship together, but they're also breaking down and self-isolating to cope with all this stress where it's not working out. Which, short answer is, get therapy. And that's not even to be flippant about it, but it's just, this is the shortest, easiest way of dealing with the inner demons that are difficult to overcome in a relationship. So that, the relationship can be like a dream. It can be like a dream that's brought to life. And overcome the things that you have this inherent unhappiness that a relationship will not fix. It's a pop culture meme to have the idea of, oh, I can fix him. I am a dragon, SJ. So, I am the dream dragon. This is my world, a world for you to explore, and I will be your faithful guide. So, just feel the cold wind of my breath The diamond dust clink as an icy sensation across your face. And just look at the glittering lights to form a beautiful illusion to become your world for as long as you're here. And also get whacked in the head with a little beepus, because why not? It is fidget moisture. I'm just a dream dragon. I mean, I'm coming to you.
Mihai, get the banana.
Ow.
Ooh, potassium.
I'm coming to you, in some cases, through a digital medium. But no, this is my own little world. There was one time at which I manifested in a way that people thought I was cyber. But no, I'm just someone in your dreams. Bat. With our faithful little bat, Zetta, Zizi, just flying around this place. Man, she's become so popular with all of her fan art. And, little thing to brighten the mood. I know Leona just dancing right now. Shout out. Because Leona happened to be the person who brought Zizi into this world. She is a creation of her dreams. And she's a good little girl. Zizi, she just flits around. She goes off. She has a blueberry every now and then. Like a lot of blueberries. Girl loves her blueberries. But, so yeah, those are just some thoughts about love. It is so challenging. Boundaries are so hard. Communication, and God only knows. It is hard to communicate. There are many people who struggle terribly with it. Some who try. And there are some who try and, well, fine, they need to just try more. She not sharing the blueberries. It's a good thing I like raspberry and lingonberry. But, you know, try to open your heart. Try to find whatever it is that brings you happiness. And hopefully if you find that you can be someone who brings happiness to someone else, hopefully you can find a place where you can be in each other's hearts. That's one way of bringing a dream into the waking world. On a lighter note, it seems like everyone's going, oh no, I will not take the little girl's blueberries. We got blackberry enjoyers, we got raspberry enjoyers. I know me. Cranberry, raspberry, and lingonberry. So it sounds like... I'm actually kind of surprised. I haven't seen anyone mention strawberries yet. Can't do details, but you roughed out a thing. Oh, really? Have an elderberry bush. Ooh. Like the flavor of cherries, but you hate the actual... Yeah, fair. Because even that's a thing. Like cherries, how they're very much popularized as... I think most people think of maraschino cherries, where they're very candy-like and sweet. Because I'm trying to think if I've ever had like a black cherry flavor, but yeah, where you have cherries as either a garnish or just as a straight-up fruit. Gonna actively look, yeah. Strawberries dipped in chocolate. Ooh, yes. Fruit and chocolate just go so well together. Any kind of chocolate. I don't think there's a bad way to approach it. Blackberry starred golden raspberry. Yum. All this just sounds tasty, man. Sounds like y'all are gonna be getting yourself some fruit once we finish for the night. When we get around to it, you'll just be like... It was like an old Cat Icarus meme of just Aku Aku going, eat fruit! But yes. Oh, interesting. Interesting. I know I look forward to showing more parts of this world at some point to y'all. Sharing you some new rooms, some more places where we can vibe. Don't like berries? Oh no. Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, how do you feel about banana? Are you cool with bananas? Because, you know, bananas are quite... Thank you, fam. Thank you, Shinamashiro. Can't have berries, you're allergic... What? That's heartbreaking.
Mihai, get the
What?
banana.
Ow.
Potassium.
Ow. Ow. That hurts. Not nice. Also, I'm trying to see something for a second. 10, 12, 15, 18. Ah, there we go. I was trying to take a look at adjusting something. It's not gonna color me. I can't believe you. Can't believe you. Let's see. Let's see. I'm trying to make a little quick update for something. 30, 25, 22, 18. Ba-ba. Ow. Ow, guys. Let's see, let's see. And a special deal I can't refuse. Y'all always hit me with a Spampton G Spampton special. Back at it again with those deals. My queen. I'm okay with that. That one I'm okay with. I will certainly take my Roxanne Wolf. She is loved and appreciated. Who doesn't like Roxanne Wolf? If you don't like Roxanne Wolf, get out. Also, if you do like Roxanne Wolf, she's mine. Oh, yes. Wait, no. Ow. Ow, guys. Ow. 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 Seriously, like, ow. Foxy is better. Fair. So, I'm very open about saying I love Roxy and Foxy are my two favorites of the bunch. So, you know what? We appreciate Roxy and Foxy. What if she's yours? I can't believe you. I can't believe you would do this. I can't believe you've done this. Scandalous. Why would you ever do such a thing? Take her from me. Roxy is okay, and by okay, you mean the best. I mean, she even says it herself. She says, I'm the best! Which she is. She just, you know, I can fix her. I'm sorry, what? Roxy, oh my god. Yes, 2 hands to sit on her throne while she's got a pet at each side. I'm sorry, what? What am I saying? I feel like y'all are trying to encourage me to get very sussy right about now. Scandalous. So scandalous. As I'm also trying to see something. There we go. Ba-ba-boom. Ba-ba-dum-bum-bum-bum-bum. Looks at the Roxy plush, which you only got because... What? Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, I will certainly be happy to spread the good word of Roxy propaganda. I mean, who would not appreciate Roxanne Wolf? She is great. She's awesome. She's totally wonderful. Let's see, where's that thing I was looking at? There we go. As Tukesel actually giving me a little heads up saying, hey, something's a little funky at the end of stream, so there we go. Drop that in there. Let's try that. There we go. That should work a bit better. Same too, it'd be 1 a.m. I know, I think it might be getting about close for us to call tonight. Guh? I think I probably will. Definitely stretch out a little bit. So hard not to cackle because right. It's the middle of the night. Late night. Rest of the plushies are Freddy's. I don't think there's anything wrong with one Roxy amidst a bunch of Freddys. Like, I feel like if there's any... You know, it's kind of interesting with the glam rocks. Certainly. All the shipping wars the internet got into. Like, I feel like I would put Freddy, Chica, and Bonnie closest together for the glam rocks, because, you know, original trio, plus Foxy. I feel like Roxy, kind of bat. Roxy being next closest. And then, of course, there's the toxic shippers who like putting Freddy and Monty together. It's certainly a choice. There we are. Stretch redeemed. Need to stretch my toe for that one. Oh. Kana dropping some stuff. Okay. I see what you're doing there. I also say this endearingly. It reminds... I say this endearingly. It reminds me of the Anka dance. Make that a Patreon exclusive. Oh, ow. Drop that in there. New fan art. That is ready. Y'all see it, don't you? Let us see. Where is it? Since I haven't updated the folder yet, but... There we go. Shut up, Eris. I know it because shut up. Oh my god. Y'all are unhinged. Moon and Sun. That is fair. I think of any of the animatronics, it's an interesting reflection of what appeals to you stylistically, and I definitely understand. I think they're pretty safe hear me outs. I legit wasn't even thinking of that. Fair enough. Part 2, am I right? Oh my god. I'm never beating the allegations. Not gonna lie. I mean, Glam Rock Freddy, 1, personality. 2, he's got the sleekest design of all of the Freddys. That when Steel Wool went about making the Glam Rocks, they stylized them all to really be as anthropomorphically appealing without losing their characteristics. Like, I know Glam Rock Chica is my absolute favorite of the Chicas, and I really, really love that what they did with Glam Rock Chica, it really elevated her look-wise. And also, I like that they gave her... Chica's kind of an interesting character that I feel like she's... I like what they did to establish her as a character. I think she's probably the most tragic of the bunch. And I have a special spot in my heart. All the Glam Rocks, it's really hard. Like, I couldn't rank them. Because, especially as time's gone on, there's so many things that, while I would say Roxy is my favorite, as time has gone on, well, Foxy and then Roxy and then Foxy for just about everything else in the series. They gave Glam Rock Chica a dumpy. I mean, they gave every character either tits or a dumpy. And I think it also, especially with Glam Rock aesthetics, it's so 1980s that if you see some of the outfits that were worn at the peak of Glam Rock, everything was designed to contour to the body. So you're showing off either your chest, your bum, or even a focus on your junk. everything is just amplified because of how glam rock was styled to be so hyper-sexualized in the 1980s, with everything being so skin tight in that aesthetic. Glam rock Freddy always leaves you to die. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, tell Floral he'll be happy to have you. I mean, what do you mean? Am I suddenly going to have a spot now in Floral's garden, Blue Rose? Not the worst thing in the world. If anything, it's kind of funny. I remember, so, person we're talking about is another streamer, Floraline, artist, and he was Jay, who is my current stylist. Actually, I shouldn't. Jay, who is one of my stylists and has, you know, hi, this is me from Jay. But I remember when he was working on a piece for Floral, and I'm trying to think if there's any relevance to the story, but looking at some of the features that he was making sure to accent with Floral's design that are particular, like, body shape types. And I just remember one funny statement where he was working on one particular part and he's like, I could make it bigger. Yes, I know. He'll be back streaming sometime soon in there. But anyone who's not familiar with Jay, he's an artist. He's given us the goobs. He does a lot of fun stuff and is a great artist who has just a really good vibe for all of his streams. So I say this very respectfully, watching his streams. Y'all know there's about a 50-50 chance I send y'all on off to art streams. Yes. And he's just a nice guy. Chill, good vibe. Very... He is the king of get comfy, get cozy, and rest your bones. So, he's got his streams, and yeah, I could ramble off all the artists' streams, whether watching Jay, watching Tuxel, watching Lorelei when she's doing art streams, watching, who else do we have that does art regularly? Marine does art. Eris, I don't know if you stream, because I know you do, you have your VGen, but I'm trying to think if I remember if you do art streams. Let's see, who else? I'm trying to think. Danny, I forget if you do art streams or if you do gaming primarily. Who else do we have? I think of anyone that I recognize. That's who I know does art streams right now. Yeah, and Mandy I know Mandy's not here right now, but she is another one who does almost exclusively art streams. But yeah. Okay, so no! A deal I can't refuse. A wine tonight. Okay, so actually I'm gonna say Nixie, I think, because I think it is pretty late your way. I'd almost say it this late. Something that is a dessert wine, a cordial. Ignore the chat. Uh-oh. Did you not mean to post that? Did you not mean to ask about wine? But, I see new art, Leona. That's such a sweet boy fit. Nah. Yeah, that's such a sweet boy pajama fit. They look so familiar. Need a dictionary for how many... Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, a few of my vocal stims have come from Jay because there's some phrases that have just kind of gotten passed around. It's just, you know... Appreciate. Little attribution. Oh no. Ow! Ow. did mean to ask about wine. Like, I feel... A drink is rich in moisture. I feel like I would suggest something that is a bit on the sweeter side for end of the night. Port being nice. Could be a Moscato if you want a sweet white. What else could you go with for a sweet wine? I feel like those are the two options for those. Certainly with dinner, a nice, rich, full-bodied red. Like, I'd be partial to something like a Cab Franc. Or if you want a Malbec for something nice and buttery. Roses too. Harris. Well, shucks. Want little old me, little old 6'10" me. Is this big old dragon a big sweet to you? Another whip, I see. Sweet, not the strongest, perfect for summers. Oh, rosés, that's what I meant. I was looking for, I'm like, roses and wine, yeah, very nice. Oh, rosés, okay. Was looking for that accent mark. How the tables have tabled. Yeah, rosés, or even something like... Yeah, because I was thinking of that. Either that or a very young wine. Like, I'm trying to think how common it would be in Australia or New Zealand. Like a Beaujolais. Or a Beaujolais Nouveau, where it's harvested very young in its life. So you get a very light flavor. Pink Moscato and have a Sav. Now when you say that, mean like a Sauvignon Blanc, Cab Sauvignon. Ooh, or mead. Yeah, there's your sweet wines. If you want something that is just sweet, either mead, plum wine, any kind of fruit wine will be sweet. Yeah. So I know there's so many good options. It's so hard thinking of wine like that. Never had an occasion to open the Beaujolais. I mean, I feel like Beaujolais is a bit more of an experiential wine than it is one that you reach for. So sweet that would probably give you a sugar rush. Yeah. Like, I know, in terms of my dream drink, I enjoy something that's got a very strong flavor to it. So, yeah, port or Cab Franc, those tend to be ones that I really enjoy drinking. And there's a lot of different, like there's a lot of Meritages or Bordeaux blends. Bordeaux, there we go. Yeah. Words. It is late in the night. Promise I haven't had that much dream drink. But there's so many different flavors you can go with. I feel like of the types of drinks, those are the ones I... Leona throwing out the idea of making Zizi like a seal. Oh my god, making her a little sea pup. Now that's a thought. I feel I like the concept of that, but if she does happen to morph, I think she would make a very cute water puppy. I mean, just, flop it around. Floofy. I think she could look super cute like that. Yeah, no, man, if she starts taking other forms, yeah, seals are adorable. And when you just watch them, Semillon Sauvignon Blanc, okay. Sauvignon Blanc, so something that is dry. As a wise man would say, I drink to forget, but I'll always remember. That's poignant. That is poignant. Yeah, having some Bordeaux blends. Because there's some interesting grapes you would not see as often. Like one that I'm familiar with is Mourvèdre, or I want to say Grenache. There's a type of red blend, GSM I believe it is, if I remember correctly, where it's a Grenache, Cab Sauvignon, and Mourvèdre, which takes a really nice complex flavor. But you don't see those particular grapes as much. And I'll also say, hello, Dandelion. Welcome in, welcome in. Pick another animal. Oh my. What other animal? I know we were talking about something for another character another night. I'm almost tempted to say... What do I want to say? I'm tempted to say... Question, is this an animal for me? Or is this an animal for someone else? This is also a fun conversation about any kind of beverages. Haven't seen a lot of people pick a moth. Not around here. I feel like there's a lot of moth enjoyers. And like I know Magnus Moth isn't here right now, but I know he is a moth.
Welcome, dreamer.
And thank you for the follow, Klein. Welcome, welcome. I see your updated art, Dandelion. Oh my god. Moth. Just you all of a sudden the moth, you just see the moth approach and the moth goes, lamp. Want lamp. Must have lamp. Just one thing in life. One thing. Drink with your dad tonight. You don't drink beer. I'll say beer is an interesting one. To me, of course, I'll always encourage responsibility. It's fun to find it because there is a lot of... And yes, welcome in, Klein. So just rest. This is a place to relax. We're just vibing late tonight. It's a nice night tonight. The air is beautiful. The skies are bright with twinkling lights. It's a nice night tonight. Moon moths. I know it's nice seeing the really fuzzy moths because they are so cute. The big moths especially. Yes, Eris put it best. This place is to relax, chill, or be down bad. Take your choice, whatever dream you're feeling. Got anything else like rum? So I feel like if someone likes rum, whiskey is the next closest of those kind of drinks. Another vocal stim from J Bug. I feel like I don't recognize the bug one as much. Genius idea, eh? So, yeah, Max, I might have missed where you mentioned it, because I feel like the two animals I'm thinking about... For some reason this might be because I was thinking of another character talking with someone about it, but depending on what you are looking for, and where are you, Dandelion? There you are, I think that is you. There you are, yes. Around ye go and rude. Bro, seriously? Right around? Okay, come on, let's try this again. Around we go, around we, no! Cats. Yeet. So, funny enough, Eris, that is basically what this place is like. I haven't shown too many views, but in case you were to ever take a little peek, I got some stuff to make back there. Smells big and wide. So... this is a place to relax. Whatever you're looking for, I will make exactly what you're looking for, to your exact taste, whatever emotion you need to drift away. I'll say, since we're talking about beverages, I know Australia, they certainly, that's one of those nice things. You can get very good, inexpensive wine. And that's kind of one of those nice things. Like, this is more of a dinner wine, but thinking of something like Tempranillo, which is a Spanish red. And it's a very earthy, very savory kind of red. And one of the nice things, it's one that goes great with steak. So I'd say maybe not the wine I would suggest by itself, but if you like good, hearty red meat or barbecue, it is such a great kind of wine to have. Yeah, I think Australia, you especially, wine is very accessible, Australia being a big wine country. Mayhaps, yeah, that sounds like a J1. Barbecue, yes. So that's what I was thinking. Spanish Tempranillo wine goes very good with any kind of barbecue. So any kind of brisket, any kind of smoked sausage, anything you could think of that you could throw on a barbecue and just let smoke for hours. Yeah. Reds in general, good with red meat. Whites, good with chicken, fish. Pork, I feel like you can kind of split the difference. So, depending on what it is. Sausage on bread, yes. Just simple pleasures in life. And again, I know as I was mentioning with beers, they're an interesting thing. I like to find the flavor that someone enjoys. Because especially with beer, there's a lot of shit out there. And there's a reason why many are referred to as piss water. Because they're just gross. They're not fulfilling. They're brother, But if you find what fits someone's flavor palette, it's nice to be able to. I was trying to see something. I almost accidentally clicked on something. But it's nice to find where you have someone who really focuses on those flavors. Oh, birria tacos. Nice. Yeah. And that is a fair thing. Of course, anything we're discussing, be responsible. Kind of play off of what Eris said. I drink to forget, but I remember everything. Don't consume for the sensation, because you'll just end up tasting regret. Best baffled expression. Ooh, I look forward to... I like this. Beautiful. Oh my god. I love seeing what y'all are working on just with your art. But, so, yeah. Be responsible. Find flavors that you like. It's nice where, okay, say Spanish culture, and I'm getting the vibe that with Aussie culture as well, is you can find a drinkable $2 to $3 bottle of wine. Be fine with it. And all right, it's just kind of a nice thing to have. And then you have your nicer stuff when you want to enjoy. So be responsible. Top 3 toasted chorizo. A lunar moth. You know, I don't think about insects as much. Go for it. Go for it. I don't know if I have quite the furry quality of a moth. I feel like I'm going to be surprisingly fuzzy. And so, Kana, I'll actually let you know a little secret. The mark on my chest is actually healing. So, that might not be here for forever. It still does look good, though. Yeah. Just if you do enjoy consuming anything, hydrate. Especially hydrate. Because that's where you're going to regret yourself the next day. And top 3 favorite drinks. I think if I were to say for me, now it's hard because if you're looking at, ooh, that's a tough one. I think I would say my absolute favorite. 8 ounces of water for every shot. That's a good metric. That'll also help you to pace yourself, because you'll want to, as you spread things out over the course of an evening, enjoying things, and you know, whether you're in a social environment or something that is introverted, that way it'll help to kind of mellow the effect so you're not slamming back things that are going to affect you in a way that, it's what? I've had to turn some friends down. Oh, yeah, so, Kana, what I was just saying is, so I saw the details that you had added, and I'll say, still, I love it, and just kind of, the mark on my chest is something that is starting to heal up, so. That, knowing it's a little bit of, it's a little bit of a complicated thing. Looks good, but if you ever do draw something without it, it's okay, because at one point it will finally be better. You are going to make me so floofy. Oh my god. Because I feel like that is the one thing of a moth, is inherently very furry. I think I'm a little bit too smooth scaly for that, but you know, I'd have fun with it. But where are we talking about? Oh yes. So in terms of anything, yes, it is a scar from something in the past. It's interesting. I thought I'd have it forever, but it's gotten more faint as time has gone on. Maybe I'll tell the story of it one day, but needless to say, it's amazing what you feel start to drift away and become a memory. Crystallized at a point in the past, but soon something you can just look back at and see the light through it. Bat. My mane is very moth-coated. I see. And the light is running low. Amen. You know. You know, Eris. As I'm seeing more art that's getting posted right now. This is a place to heal. For anyone. Doing a charcoal painting. I see. So let me see, what does a lunar moth? Because I think I remember the lunar moths. They're the ones who are... Maybe not. Okay. Ah, okay. Interesting. So they fuzzy, but they got big colorful... Okay. They are one of the furry moths. Got it. Noted. Signature dish. I was gonna say, I didn't even get past the signature drinks. Dish, I feel like, is even harder for me to answer. Like, drinks, probably my favorite, a Sazerac. My second would be, I'd say probably a mixed old-fashioned. And the third would be a very good Belgian Trappist ale. Now, I can't pick the exact flavor, but I would say either a golden triple or a quad, which are two very different flavors, so it's kind of hard to pick between the two. But they are very rich, very flavorful, and also very boozy types of beer. But they have a very nice sweetness to them. It is an alcoholic sweetness. Moth in the Animal Channel. Uh-oh. Lamp. Oh, look at that. Huh. Look at that little moth. Rosy Maple Moth. It is so interesting seeing furry moths, because I feel like you don't get too many you gotta kind of go looking for them. So, lamp. Space to heal and breathe. Thank you, Blue Rose. All I hope to provide is a place and a light to help guide you through your own dreams. A place to find a smile and the inspiration to go another day. Light inside your heart that's still shining in the cold. Hold on to that promise in your hearts. Now, dish. It's hard to say with a dish. Like, I feel, do I actually reveal the kind of things I like to eat? Helped your dad with the cutest gift basket for his girlfriend. Okay. Nice. Interesting. I'm trying to think if I could mention what my favorite food is, because I feel like that's all mood-based. Oh, so Danny, what I think everyone is asking is actually what I enjoy eating. It's hard to say, because I'm trying to think if I would pick something that is a favorite above anything else. I mean, if I remind you of a dish, that's an interesting question. It's an interesting peek into y'all's windows. The window of your mind to go, how do you conceptualize me? What? Uh-oh. Nixie. Share with the class. Share with the lounge. Come on. Smiles big and wide. Tee-hee. Uh-oh. Are you feeling it's a little bit too far? Partner's homemade mac and cheese. Ooh. Ow. I'll say, good mac and cheese can certainly be a nice dish. Yeah, food is a little more all over the place. Thank you, fam. Let me also make sure I'm monitoring this correctly. Put 4 or 5 cheeses in sometime. Ow. I'm also about to see too many. Yeah, that's the thing is I feel like with food, there's so many options all over the place. I don't even know necessarily where I'd go with those. Because now let me see something. I feel like I might have. Let me make sure I didn't mess up anything with my audio. Okay. I'll have to play around with that later. Moth lamp. I see. Okay, fair enough. I won't encourage anyone to say anything uncomfortable. Ow! Worm. Would you all still love me if I was a worm? Starts with a P and ends with a Y. Ah, okay. I see. Pumpkin chalky. There we go. Serve. So that's the thing, is that in this world, it really comes out to what you want. So getting a little inkling and being able to serve up whatever flavor it is you desire. Normally drink is what I would offer because it's a little bit easier to conjure up. Food could definitely be something. Could be a nice pasta, could be some pizza of someone. Pumpkin chalky, pumpkin and chocolate, which might not work. Have a wonderful night, Lorelei. Rest well. May your dreams be beautiful. And also, do have fun tomorrow. Get some rest, because you've got a long, long day tomorrow. So, pleasure as always. And good night. More I think about it, pumpkin and chocolate probably is not a flavor combo that works. So scratch that one. That's a hard thing. Sometimes with food you might not get something that works. What else could start with a P and end with a Y? Plum and raspberry. Let's go with it. Fruits. Chocolate-covered pumpkin seeds. Okay, now that I think could work a bit better. More texture. Leave me in the car when you go to the store. Protect your car. I see. Bite anyone who tries to come near it. And hello, Lustrous Silver. Good evening. You're up late tonight. How you be? Probably getting close to the end of the stream, but right now we're just talking delicious drink and food. I haven't thought about too much of the food I'll serve up, because a lot of it just really comes down to what's in someone's soul that they need. I know it's late. Maybe it's about time we get ready to... Let's see, what should we do? Because you are working on something. So I'm trying to think, Eris, what else did you need? Food. I feel like if I were to say something... Of course, never say no to a nice plate of barbecue. Well, that's certainly, how's that all of a sudden we go full Texan? Serve up nice barbecue, get yourself some brisket, just a little bit of sauce on the side. Brisket's juicy as hell, so of course you're going to use that mostly for your white bread. But get yourself some sausage, a little fried okra. Viking blood. I don't know if I've ever... Why the cowboy accent? If we're talking barbecue, first thing comes to mind is, of course, best barbecue in Texas. Of course, could also go with a little Kansas City, too. Whether it happens to be Texan barbecue, like something fresh out of hill country, or, I suppose we could go probably a little soupier if we're going with Kansas City, because Missouri sounds a little more up and down with that twang. Sandwich with pulled pork and brisket? Yes. Figure the two places that come to mind of where you would get the best, at least American barbecue. I know there's certainly so many varieties. Oh yeah, get those ends nice and blackened. Viking blood. What is Viking blood? Mead with hibiscus and hops. Interesting. That moth and lamp. Oh my god. There's a light inside your soul that's still shining in the cold, with the truth, the promise in our hearts. Don't forget, I'm the lamp in the dark. Oh, moonshine. Well, if we're talking moonshine's a whole nother thing. I'll say definitely be careful with that stuff. That stuff can strip paint depending on how strong it's made. Moonshine, just some homemade hooch. Golly. Woo! Talking about barbecue. I know, yes, getting y'all hungry right now. Because, some good barbecue could always just be a good classic burger. Because who doesn't love a good burger? I mean, you hear Maya Fey, where she just loves to have a burger after every trial. Nick paying for it, of course. Classic burger. Or a nice dessert. Something like serving up tiramisu or like a torta cake. So something rich, smooth, creamy. When the next song? Soon. There actually is one collab that should be out. I'm not sure the status of it, but there's one thing being worked on. There's one thing that I've held on to for a while, but I'll let you know when it's ready. A good chili. Yes, there's some good flavors right there. I like things that are very hearty. Hearty or a rich sweetness. So, yeah, I feel like either... I mean, Eris, don't you enjoy the sense of tasting something delicious? The richness of flavors? I mean, when you describe food, in many cases like velvet or with a rich savoriness, it's so delicious. I know, you're welcome in. Hello, Karia. Welcome in, welcome in. We're doing a little late night chill. At some point, gonna get ready to head off. If you happen to be in Pigeon Forge, oh, okay. I was gonna say Tennessee. I will not say anything bad about Tennessee barbecue. They also know how to do it well. Now, I was trying to think if there's any difference between, your three focal points of Knoxville, Nashville, and Memphis. But I know Tennessee certainly got. Talking about distilleries, yes. Tennessee whiskey. Get yourself some Tennessee whiskey, get some nice barbecue, and then just go listen to all the honky tonks. Which I will say are usually a little, if I were in the waking world, would be a little loud for me, but nice place to visit. Even think of an old country song, classic country from George Strait. All my exes live in Texas. Actually, how's it go again? All my exes live in Texas, and Texas is the place I really long to be. But all my exes live in Texas, so that's why I hang my hat in Tennessee. Totally not thinking of good looking, huh? Memphis for the barbecue, Nashville for the music, and Knoxville/Pigeon Forge for the hooch. Amen. Yum. Just go 6 hours from one place to the other end of it, and man. Because I'm sure also Memphis. I'm trying to think of for lack of a better way of saying it, that's where you're getting black barbecue, where you're getting a different flavor choice of things, and just everything is seasoned so rich and deliciously. All the respect. I'm trying to think of... Yeah, you're gonna get some good flavors. Rednecks, 5 o'clock somewhere is pretty popular. Because I'm trying to think what else I know about Memphis barbecue. Yeah, Nashville, also where everyone is going on their bachelorette party to get shit-faced on Broadway. And Knoxville for the hooch. Man, y'all hungry? Y'all thirsty? Do you need something to snack on? Oh man, could just read recipes as ASMR. Now, take the flour and pour it slowly. Hold the buffet. To be fair, if you're in good old K-Town, Farmer's Market used to be amazing. Also good Brazilian steakhouse. Oh yeah, Brazilian steakhouse you cannot go wrong with. Once again, just nothing but delicious meat. And Saturday, the Visitor Center is the Blue Plate special for live music. Gnawing on my tail, y'all looking for some chicken fried dragon, huh? Heck. Well, if you're gonna be snacking on my tail, at least make sure you get some fried okra with that. Yum. Bat. Bat. Don't eat the bat. From people like Dylan Hollis. I see. Interesting. Let me see. What else do we have? More historic types. Trying to see something. Okay. New craft idea. Make a mini version of your whole house out of cardboard and scrap material. Ooh, okay. Yes, do not eat the bat. She is a good girl and she will bite you. And if she bites anything and draws blood, then you deserve it. Still up for grilled shark. Oh my god. Shark fins. J fin soup. Done. Made dragon tail steak, eh? Oh my god. What do I even say to that? What do I even say to that? But let's see, what else is going on? Okay. It's in creative. Oh, really? Dropped more stuff. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my god. Delicious. Tastes like chicken.
Welcome, dreamer.
And welcome, Droop Dog. Welcome in, welcome in. Getting ready to call it a night soon, but right now we're talking food. We're talking drink. Everything is okay. That's on me, don't worry. Okay, different Dirk. Got it. Different dragon tail steak. Making my food. I see. Oh, ow. Let me see what our raid out options are when we get there. Because I always want to throw it out to you guys. I think it's about time to call it a night. Let's see. Zizi is red and blue. I'd say more orange, but she's got orange and blue. Yes. She's got colors similar to my hair, funny enough. You just drank a bad apple monster in a Lando Norris? Now it's, what is a Lando Norris? Or an Eando Norris? What's this? What's this thing? What is that? I was gonna say a bad apple monster certainly feels like it would wire you a bit too much. Lando Norris drink. Wait, did you have two monsters? Bad apple monster and a Lando. That's a lot of monster. Please do rest. You have the perfect colors to crochet a ZZ Plus. Ah, okay. No mic art streamer. I think I got some options. But let's see what you all are in the mood for. Here we go. Here's your options, y'all. I think, at least, here's the ones that I know right now are live. So let me know what you think you might be in the mood for. Drop your votes, and I will get ready to set course. Whatever you might be in the mood for. I know a lot of stuff is fairly chill. Librarian game will probably be the most high energy of the bunch. But let me know what you want for when we get ready to head out for this night. Get your votes in. Whatever you'd like to hear, whatever you'd like to listen to. I will set course. Couple pinks and a darker red, but got the orange and blue, because I know I need to link my VSona page. But I'd be happy to... What do I like on my burger? Ooh, good. Certainly a good cheese. Either Swiss, maybe a blue cheese, one or the other. Bacon. I like egg on a burger. Grilled onion, mushrooms, mayonnaise or an aioli. Good meaty patty, of course. And something for more low energy. Okay. But those are the kind of things that I like. Yeah. So either Swiss or blue cheese, bacon, or it could also be some kind of pork. Conte? Ooh, I need to look that up. I don't think I know that. Hello, this is a Wendy's. Grilled onion and mushroom. Egg. Caramelized onions? Yes, please. All right, y'all want to go see a library game? All right. This one's interesting, but, fun person to chill out with. What was I thinking? Yeah, caramelized onions. And it's a fruity cheese. Okay, I feel like I should know Conte. But I have to look that up. Conte or Cantal. Yeah, Cantal I do not know. That one might be a bit harder to get. Yeah, caramelized onions are one of those things that just complements everything so nicely. And either mayonnaise or an aioli. Because I like the rich creaminess. And I feel like anything, you could get into some other creamy sauces. Actually, no, I don't think ranch would work. Ranch is kind of eh. But usually something that's got a mayonnaise base for a sauce. So, that's my thoughts. There's a lot of other things that you could add to your burger, but I know those are the ones that I enjoy the flavors of coming together. Yarn colors, ooh, yarn colors in chat. What do we got here? That's actually really, yeah, those are really good colors. I like that light blue especially for ZZ. And I feel like if you're using a little bit of transition, some of that darker blue as well, like a dark teal, and then got plenty of orange. I'd say if you have a redder orange, I think that would serve it well, but I think that orange does work. Okay. Good stuff. Wow. Oh! And Kana, thank you for making it rain. Oh my god. Ow. Just a second, let me shake this off. Come on. Off you go. There we go. Thank you. Got stuck on my horn. Thank you very much for the bits. As we get ready to start winding down and calling it a night. Are you all ready to rest? Are you all ready to chillax? Are you all ready to drift deeper? Your hook god's nowhere? Nice. You know what? Just start making it. Start creating, see where it goes. Just have fun with it. But anyway, I think for now, it's time to call it a night. So, I want to thank you all for joining me on this adventure. I hope that you all have had a wonderful time here, and as you get ready to close your eyes and dive deeper, you can see even more beautiful visions flood your mind palace. And as you see a light along your way, hold on to it and carry it back to the waking world. Let it be your light in the dark to bring into reality. And know that you are always welcome here whenever you need to return. As always, it'll only cost you a memory. And yes, as Nixie adds, may your dreams be dry, or of course consensually, wet. Go for a nice little swim after hours. Just think of things. I didn't want to say think of moist things because that tends to be one of those unpleasant trigger words, but enjoy your sleep. May you see beautiful visions. And of course, we've always got the Discord if you'd like to hang out afterward. We got some wonderful people. Me as a possum and a moth. Oh, those are... Man, that is such a combo of animals. But we are going to raid out tonight to Sean the Human. So, show some love for the Snick. And here is our raid message. So, hold on to that, dreamers. And until the next adventure, I will see you all soon. Good night.